Welcome to the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular, featuring live plays, contests, and the Dice Tower Awards. We'd like to thank our sponsors and our special guests, and we hope that you enjoy.
And welcome back to the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular. I'm Mike DeLisio.
I'm Blake B.
I'm Z Garcia.
Jenny St. Arnold.
And now we are going to be playing live for your entertainment and enjoyment, Dragonscales. Z, hit us with your dragon. Shocking in its accuracy.
So lifelike.
I'm scared.
You know the only thing that's more exciting than Z's dragon impression?
Anything.
A contest. That's right.
Yeah.
And we have a fantastic contest. This is for 2 copies worldwide of this very game, Dragonscales, and also a third winner could potentially win a $10 gift certificate to Game Nerd. So if you would like to enter, and you should, please write us at contest@dicetower.com. In the subject line, put dragon and put your name in the body. And you can put your address too if you like, but even if you don't, we'll contact you if you are a winner. So good luck to everybody, and good luck to everybody at this table.
No, you're going
I don't mean that.
You're going
I don't
down.
mean that. I want you all to lose, and I want you to lose in spectacular fashion.
It's going to happen.
All right.
see about
Someone's
that.
going to lose
We'll
in
see
spectacular
about
fashion.
that.
That is going to be you.
Okay.
Very likely,
I've had
Z.
dragon training, as you could plainly see.
How
and
to train.
it'll come to bear on this game.
How to Train Your Garcia. Well, we are all playing as villains. Typecasting, if I ever saw it. We are all playing as villains that are represented by these lovely miniatures here. Let's take a look at
There's
some of
some
them.
green in that. It's going to just fade. There's a hole in it, see?
Look
It
at
looks
this.
like it melted.
Ah!
It looks like the acid melted a hole in the base.
Correct.
Look
So,
at that.
That's fantastic. So Blake, that is you. You are the nasty spider
assassin.
These do not come painted.
They do
Yes,
not.
this is the Dice Tower Library. So if you get a chance to game with the Dice Tower Library, you'll have access to these lovely minis.
That's me, baby.
That's Z. Wow, they really got your likeness.
Right?
Uncanny, Z. Uncanny.
Look at the muscles.
Here is Jenny, the Beholder.
Yes.
Ah.
Mazorex, the Mindbender.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't do that voice.
stuff.
No.
Please don't.
Yes,
And
yes,
this is-
I like it. I like it. Keep it up.
Grimvale,
I will.
the Undying. So since I can't die, that means that I have actually won the game
You mess
before
with
we get
me,
started.
I
so.
mess with your mind.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do a lot of. I'm also going to completely
Yep.
ignore Jenny.
Yes.
I'm not going to do a lot of rules at the beginning of the game. This is one of those games where I think that you'll pick it up as we go. But generally speaking, we all have a set of dice that are unique to us. We have a set of cards that are unique to our villain, and we can potentially win in a number of different ways. We can attack this 3-headed dragon that is represented by these different colored cubes here. We also could choose, hey, we don't want to fight this dragon. We're not going to be foolhardy like that. Instead, we're going to try to run out of this lair and take some loot while we go. But generally speaking, we're going to be doing this by rolling our dice Yahtzee style, re-rolling up to 2 times, and then choosing actions that are represented on this board. All right? I have cruelly been designated as the first player by the owner of the game, which is Mr. Tom Vassal. And so,
the true villain.
are we ready to just start going ahead and rolling some dice?
I'm ready.
Shall we do this?
I've
All right,
never
we're
been
going to be
more
rolling
ready in
behind
my
our
life.
player screens here. Okay, now
Oh, yes.
remember
very
if you roll those
sustain that.
dragon eyes. Oh,
You have no idea how committed I am.
unfortunately, I've seen it in action. So if you have these dragon eyes, you have to keep those. Otherwise, you can keep re-rolling.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. This looks bad.
So how many rolls do we have?
You have
Two.
you have two
Two
re-rolls.
re-rolls,
Yeah,
I
but you
should
cannot
say.
re-roll the nasty.
Correct. The
Yeah.
nasty. You cannot re-roll the nasty. Got it.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Okay.
I really could use some mascara if anyone has any.
What?
Or a monocle
No.
of some
All
sort.
eye over there.
That would be great.
No.
Wow.
I'm good.
What is this
This is
one?
interesting.
Stop there.
Oops.
This is a very interesting
I'm sorry.
roll.
I have one more roll
By
to
interesting, do you mean terrible?
You'll see momentarily what I've done.
All right, so now it's time for the great reveal, shall we?
No, I think we go around and just put them out, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's true because you don't necessarily want other people, but I reveal.
Sure,
'Cause I'm
go
first.
ahead.
First.
Hey,
Show us
you
what
want
you
to tell
got.
me what you're holding?
I have to.
Feel free to tell me what
I
you're
have
holding.
no
What you
choice.
got.
I'm happy with that.
So-
I will not be revealing my screen.
So these 2 dice get placed on Dragon Rage because they have to.
Yes.
I went ahead and put 3 because I'm afraid I'm going to get wrecked by the dragon, so I want 3 defense.
Okay.
And then
Coward.
I had the coward is
Seems
correct.
rather
I had this
cowardly.
wild die, which I'm going to put towards my loot action, which right now is going to start here. Now, these dice may not stay there because if someone comes along with more of that particular symbol, they bump me off to the right. All right. Oh, you shouldn't be seeing my cards.
What is the probability those
That's why maybe you
towers
should
will
hold
remain
them.
standing?
So I'm up next.
Good
I'm
call.
guessing we're going in.
Yeah,
this order?
we're going in that
You're going to lose,
clockwise
Mike. I'm going
order.
to tell you right now.
My
Okay.
guess is low.
So I had 2 villainy dice, so those are going to go there. And then I want to fight, unlike Coward Mike.
Look,
over
I didn't
here.
roll any. Didn't roll any swords, boy. Wow, look at that.
Coward
Doing all
Mike.
in. And then I had a really varied roll here. So I had
Oh, you
one
did?
loot. Yeah.
Really?
1 loot, which I guess goes next to your 2 there.
That's in the worst position, Blake. Let me make that clear.
You're going to push me out?
No, I'm already ahead of you, is what
Oh,
I'm saying.
I know. But you gotta do something. So, and then I've got 1 flea, which I don't think is gonna stay in the front there.
All right, let's see what you did there.
They're all different.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh.
You could have
Well, that's
re-rolled them,
quite
so you're
an
aware of this.
achievement.
I did that already.
Do it again.
No.
All right.
All right, so the only one I have a choice on here is this wild face.
Yes, it has to be
that I can
assigned to
send
something.
with something else out there.
Put it on the Dragon Rage die.
I don't think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and deploy that one. I have
like
a
that
shield
idea.
that's going to go there. Fine. This is going to go to loot there. Maybe attacking. I'd like the idea of more loot, and if I take it with, I do. You're playing green, Blake?
I'm green.
I'll push you back, which gets me some treasure. So maybe I'll do that.
Why don't you do
I think
that?
I'll do that. I'm gonna
Oh,
push you
look
back
at that.
there.
You just got
Oh,
pushed.
dear.
I go there.
Okay.
Blake, how
And
does that
one-
make you feel?
You know,
One
battle
there on
lines have been
attacking.
drawn here.
Oh no, that's it. I'm in trouble now.
Outrageous.
I'm gonna
it's okay.
cancel your turns for the rest of the game.
That seems
I don't have
quite
cards
unfair.
like that. I know.
Okay. Well, I would like to win in the Dragon Rage column.
We need to
Breathe deep.
eliminate her.
In
Eliminate
through the
her.
nose. Deep cleansing breath.
Would you mind?
Through the mouth. What's this now? What am I
Would you
doing?
mind, please?
Oh, I've got no problem with that, Jenny.
Thank you, sir.
If I can find the...
I also have 2 attack die and 2
you-
flee
you
die.
I can't deal with
You've
this.
got something, Jenny.
Please put them in the appropriate locations.
Oh, you're giving it to the wrong person, Mike. Oh, look, see my manual dexterity.
As I
So you know
said,
why?
the
Yeah, well, here's
towers
the
will
thing that you
not last.
started, Mike.
But
I've never
it's
seen
okay.
anyone do what you're doing. They just go like that.
What do we
That's why
do?
the spaces are so big.
See, I'd like you to consult the rule book and show you how it shows in there. That's right. They show them stacked up is what
The
they do.
aestheticness of the towers is pleasing to my eye.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
you-
do appreciate
Although, Z, I
that.
think yours is much better because this is not a dexterity game.
Where is it stacked, Mike?
They show them stacked. They don't show them
There,
all
this.
splayed akimbo.
This isn't. This is clearly a graphical representation of putting multiple things in one space.
You're
I feel
incorrect.
like it really doesn't
You
matter.
can't
we should
stack
move
dice.
forward.
Like, you know what, Mike? We can't do
All
this.
right, from now on,
Let
we're
me play
going to
my
do...
cards. All of my cards against you now.
All right, so we start from top to bottom and we resolve the actions that they say. So I get the magic shield.
Right, so
of-
for this first one, it's heal 3 wounds or become protected from all wounds and theft. Obviously, you're going to be protected.
I'll be protected.
Yeah.
Make no
That's an
mistake
easy
about that.
choice.
And then for
there.
me, I get to heal 3 wounds, of which I have none because I'm amazing.
Right.
So I
So
don't
that
need
was
that.
a wasted
That's
die,
not
is
really
what you're saying. That was a
correct.
It's a
wasted die. please.
I
braggadocious
feel like
die.
it's more because you're just not injured yet, but okay.
What is that weird noise?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what your character's supposed to sound like? That creature?
Yes,
You're
of
telling me
course.
sounds like that?
Yes. He has no nose.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
I have no words. All right, so we're on Dragon Rage, yes?
I win in
yes,
that column,
Dragon
right?
Rage.
And by win means lose. What happens
Yeah.
there?
So Dragon Rage doesn't have any writing. What happens there?
That's
Oh.
where we like Don't we roll the dice or something?
Something bad's gonna happen.
Something bad happens.
Yeah, double check. I think it's just.
We flip the card and we see.
If
what
only
it
someone had
says.
just spent an hour reading this rule book.
We flip the cards.
The card and then we see what.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm so distracted right now. Okay, we got
Why could you possibly be distracted right now? That's how my guy talks.
Is that what that says?
No. This says in space 1,
Yes.
3 wounds. What? Oh, yes.
Okay.
Let's do this,
I'll
Roy.
take
Thank you.
3 wounds.
So you're
There
going
we
to
go.
take 3 wounds
That
from the
is
dragon, and
unfortunate.
those have to stay in front of the screen.
That is almost half of
already?
my
Yes.
health.
And then
Well,
she gets.
that's how healthy are you? 8?
I'm not very healthy.
Oh, you're going down.
Now.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's some type
Turn-
of
turn
a.
one.
Can you see what the iconography stands for?
That's a card. It's a
I need to
treasure,
draw
I
a card.
believe.
Does she get a treasure card?
Treasure card. That
Yeah.
looks like the same back as that symbol there, so thank you.
I'm taking 2 wounds, and I'm going to take a dragon scale, please.
Look at you. Look at you go.
Who's in third place? That's yellow. That's Z. What do you
That's
get?
gonna be the winning card.
You just get wrecked, and you get nothing else. There you go, Torlock. Enjoy that.
You got the extra health.
Nobody
Then-
calls me Torlock to my face except everyone who knows me.
we resolve the second part here, which is each player may heal 1 villain wound or gain 1 dragon scale from the horde. I'll take a dragon scale,
I
please.
will heal. I'll just put it over here.
No. All right.
You got one? You got yours?
Now,
what are you
this
doing?
this
Dragon
bottom
scale.
portion only
Everybody
triggers.
gets one, so there you go.
This
That
bottom
is
portion
not
only
enough
triggers
yet.
if the dragon is enraged, and that only happens when 1 or more of its 3 heads is destroyed in battle.
Or if it listens to Jenny.
Yes, correct. All right.
also
So
enraged.
The
that
dragon loves
is
me.
that.
Hello,
We're
dragon.
best friends.
Now we move on to villainy.
Villainy. Draw 2 villainy cards and keep 1, and also steal 1 dragon scale.
No.
You should steal from someone other than me.
Jenny.
Why?
How about this?
No. I'm not gonna
How about this? I'm going to give you 4 dragon scales if Jenny promises to stop with the voice.
It's not going
Is
to
she a
happen.
part
Darn
of
it.
this deal?
No,
Oh,
she's not.
Okay.
You have to give me the dragon scales.
There you
Okay,
go.
Mike, you're
That was-
defended.
And by the
I'm gonna
way,
take
it is
dragon
not,
scale.
none of the
You can't.
negotiations
Oh,
are
you're
binding in
defended.
this
I'm
game.
defended.
I
You
literally
can't
just
take
said
my
Have at it.
scales.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
fine. You know,
gonna
I
give you a
handed
scale.
you yours. You almost forgot it.
I know. I appreciate
So I'm going to go ahead
that.
and give you both of these.
Yeah, go.
Hide a wound within the scale.
And then I get to draw 2 villainy cards and keep 1.
All right. And then what's
Okay,
next?
that's me,
you.
right? Draw 2 villainy cards and keep 1, or steal 2 dragon scales.
Wow.
You really shouldn't have picked on
I don't
me.
know
That
if you
just
wanna
seems
do that.
like I can just, if you had noticed I'm next, I could have just taken that back.
Remember, I'm a poisonous player here.
You are
Yes,
poisonous.
he
I
is
have-
a poisonous player.
I have no qualm, what is the word I'm looking for? Not qualm, it's
Qualms, yeah. I don't know.
Qualms.
Or I've got no beef with you. I've got no
Yeah, we
no
don't-
quarrel with you.
quarrel is the word I was
Mm-hmm.
looking for. Qualms is about sort of like scruples.
Yeah.
Quarrel is the fighty one.
Fighty.
Anyway, she said a normal voice.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
That
give me
was
those two
fantastic.
then.
There we go.
I was going to let you off the hook, but then you had to bring it right back.
Oof.
She wants to lose.
Do you mind passing those?
You should fling them at his head with much aggression.
Should have.
All right.
Done.
Oops. What do we got next?
Now I
Here,
only
draw
have
2,
1.
then we're looking at loot.
Hey, that's me. What happens?
Draw 2 treasure cards and keep 1.
I will do that.
And then I draw 1 treasure card and take 3 dragon scales. That's interesting. I want the treasure for sure. So
Okay.
I think that one just goes to the bottom of the pile, Mike.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll take
I'm gonna keep
one then.
This
Thank you.
one, and I'm going to put this one right here at the bottom.
If anyone, it says next time someone speaks with a silly voice,
Yes.
They're eliminated.
wreck 'em. That's what it says.
Yep.
And I get to take 2
Go
dragon
ahead, go ahead. I got the dragon scales to pay for.
All right. So we are now to the attack.
Okay.
Attack the dragon, rolling, was it 8 dice?
8
all
dice.
of them?
Is this all of them?
All right. Now, these also you get to re-roll up to 2 times.
Okay.
Keep in mind that if you roll any of the dragon eyes, that they're going to punch you back in the grill.
And I cannot reroll those.
The dragon's eyes.
Ooh.
One, oh, wow.
Okay, but for every 2 is 1 hit.
Right.
Rounded down. So
I'm going to go for it.
I'll do that.
Oh.
round it up
Oh.
or down.
Ooh.
Round it
That
up.
was 1 reroll, so but might as well just go for it. We don't know what's happening here.
Do
We
it.
have no idea. No.
I know
I
what's
think you
happening.
should keep going until you get hit
I'm
more
disoriented
times.
in so many ways.
That's fine. So
All right, so Is there an order of operations here for us?
Is it going to matter? I don't think it's going to matter, right? But
so I think you've done 2 hits to the dragon.
Okay.
So you can take from any of the 3 heads.
So let's go.
You can take one from one, and those go behind your screen.
So you don't even know I got this.
I have no idea.
I'm sure I'll forget in about 5 seconds.
I'll go red.
And then they're going to do, I believe, 1 wound.
yeah, so you
to
attack first, and then the dragon attacks you. It does say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did take 1. Okay.
All right. That was that. Now, purple rolls with 4 dice.
Okay.
I
Do
only
it.
get 4 dice.
Or is it 6 dice? That's 6 dice. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Trying to cheat me out of
This
my
one's good.
hard-earned
You only get 4
attack.
dice.
What's
I get
wrong
it.
with you,
Ouch.
Delicio? Uh-oh.
So many things.
Uh-oh. Wait, I think I flipped that.
No,
No, it was
fine.
there. That was
It was
there.
there? Okay.
Yeah, you were
okay,
good.
okay. Here we go. Well, this is not looking too good for your friend Meserax. Okay.
I want to stop
Family
there.
Showdown is speaking for me. I have no idea what's going on, but enjoying the playthrough.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Wow.
I do the 1-2 punch on the
With
dragon.
no arms.
Okay.
Tentacles.
I do take
tongue-
2
it's a
wounds,
tongue
though.
lash.
No, I think you only take 1 wound, I believe.
Oh,
You
isn't it
take
2?
1, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 to, same thing, 2 to 1.
And so you're going to do 2 hits to the dragon.
Yes, I would like a red and a yellow, please. No, actually, I'm so sorry. Can I have yellow and blue because those make green? Thank you.
He's
Okay.
mixing dragon blood.
no
or-
idea.
Don't you worry about what I'm
painting
doing
over
over
Now you're
here.
rolling 4 dice, Mr. Garcia.
Yes.
There we go.
Here I go. Bam!
That's right. You
Great
just got
start.
hit.
Great start.
You got hit in the face.
Notice me!
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then
Do it.
final roll.
Do it. Oh,
Great.
You just got
So-
hit for 1 and did nothing back. How'd that feel?
I roll. Yo, you round up, so I do
Yeah,
1.
you do.
Oh, you do 1.
Yes.
Okay.
He does one.
I want. We hide those?
Yes,
Those get hidden.
these are hidden. Yes.
Okay, let me get that red. The color of
Your
dragon
energy.
tears.
That's blue.
And then I'm going to play this. Play just after you attack the dragon. You may attack the dragon a second time with 4 attack
Oh
dice.
snap! That just happened.
Now he just upset me.
Okay.
Here I go.
Well,
1 roll. That's
not
yeah, I'm
great
done.
roll
So
there.
let's
for
do it
one.
again. Give me another red one and another wound.
okay.
There you go.
Dunzo.
All right, now the last action we take in the round is to flee, and this is where some people might be choosing to run away.
I
Run
don't know who
away!
you're referring to.
All right, well, it'll be you. And it says move
roll
up to the
move.
roll +1 here. So you're rolling the
Okay.
movement die.
Yes, I will. That's a move of 3 there, sir.
So you
I
can
don't know
move
if that's
up
gonna show
to-
up.
Yeah, it kind of looks see-through, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
There you
Yeah.
go. So you can move up to 3, and
Plus 1,
you'll
so
get the.
4.
Yeah, yes, that's right. So are you wanting to move 4?
Move that weird die, Mike.
Number 4.
Do it.
Pay 1
So you can move up to 4,
Up to
right?
4.
But when you
1, 2,
stop,
3, 4.
wherever you
I
stop, you
think
get the
I'll
thing, right?
Stop.
That's quite the
I'm
roll.
so sorry. Can you just tell me? Does it say draw 1 villainy card?
That says a villainy
Okay.
card, yes.
I'll just flee a little bit.
Okay.
I'll just get in the, out
So you're
the
just going
door.
to take 2 Dragonscales
Yes,
then?
after they were stolen so rudely from me.
All right.
Thank
By whom? Who did that?
I have no idea what's going on.
Someone with 2 heads. It was quite disconcerting.
We'll have to ask the Family Showdown what's going on. I've got no
I
idea.
really don't know. The
All
internet
right.
needs to tell me.
So now, end of round. I believe I've got a character that I put out a minion, I think, if I want to.
Did we finish movement?
Did we? Oh, we did not.
Did not.
Whoa!
Come
Got
on.
ahead of
Come
myself
on.
here, yes.
So I'm up next. I get to move the
Up to this
up
roll.
to the roll 2.
So you can move up to 2.
Do it. Do it. Go for it.
Do it.
Ooh,
I
just
think
had
I
an
actually
idea.
will move. Well, first, is there a hand limit? Do we know?
No, there is no
Okay.
hand limit.
So I will move 2 steps so that I can draw a villainy card.
You have so many villainy
my
cards
head.
at your disposal.
And then it's me.
And that's you, and you can move up to 1 space.
I'm in there.
Can we share
We
spaces?
can share spaces, right?
As
That's
far as
fine.
I know, you can,
Get
yeah.
out of here, you big galoot.
Somebody said,
This is my
Is the
space.
spider a Blake widow? Oh.
Oh, that's
It is a Blake
awful.
Widow.
That's great. That is a
It is a
great
Blake
Chris
Widow.
Yee.
That
Nice
is
job,
exactly what
Chris.
it is.
Good job, Mr. Yee.
Was that Yee that did that?
That's Mr. Millstream.
If it wasn't,
Oh, okay, okay. It definitely sounds
that
like
is
Yee.
Chris Yee's name. He has
Correct.
an alt account. The kid's called.
So you did choose to go there?
If I
Yeah.
can,
I don't see why
no.
not.
how about I give you this and you read it again from the top?
All right, here we go.
Start over.
Dragonscale. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say anything about not sharing
Okay, what do I
spaces.
get? One.
You
what's
get
in
2
there?
Dragonscales.
There better be more of these. We're about to run out. People need to use them.
Flee. It doesn't say, let's see, it doesn't say anything here about, yeah, it doesn't say anything about not
sharing. It's fine. We can do it.
I believe so.
Let's go.
I believe so.
I'm happy with that.
Step 4 is reset. The round comes to an end. All players take back all their action dice, place them behind their player screens. If you have the protection token, send it back towards the horde there. All right. And then the current first player passes to the left. Okay. However, I do have this thingy here, these undead minions. At the end of each round during the reset step, I can play 1 minion card by paying a dragon scale. Yeah. Oh, you better believe I'm going to do that. There we go. I'm going to play this Witchlight minion. It says...
Witchlight?
L-Y-T. Here, let's put it up here.
That's low in calories.
That is correct. All right. It says, I can sacrifice this minion when any player reveals their action dice during the choose action steps to change any 2 of their dice to any other
That's unfortunate.
size. You're going to get wrecked.
Wow.
All right.
That's
there
an
we go.
unfortunate minion.
There we go. There we go. That's fantastic. All right, so we're rolling dice again, right? We got to take all our dice back. And this is where the stacking goes horribly wrong.
I'm really sorry, but I can't reach mine.
That's a shame, Johnny.
Let's move on. Here we go.
I think the dice are optional in this game. I don't really think you need them.
Just tell us what you want.
That's right. Oh, I just did
There
that.
we go. See, this is more like
Roy, I made the mistake. I made the green screen mistake.
This is amazing.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is looking very good.
Here we go. This just got real. This just got real.
What do I want to do?
Oh, that's not good. I don't want
crushery.
that anymore.
No.
Wow. Wow. I cannot tell you how good I'm feeling
I don't
about
think I'm going to roll
this
again. I think I'm
series.
going to
I'm good with that one, actually. I'm going
rolls.
to stop right there.
Bam. That is fantastic in every way. However, I'm the last one to go.
I think I'm going to stop.
You
as
are.
well.
You better be careful.
I have a bit of a benefit there.
Let's not forget about the Witchlight, shall we?
Oh.
Which light?
I would never forget
Now with 30% fewer calories than which?
You see how cocky he is?
I
This
know,
one
we're
little
about
minion?
to.
This
He
one
doesn't
little
know the
minion?
rest of us are all conspiring to wreck him.
Like, let me just tell you, this minion is pretty powerful.
I know. Okay.
The witch light?
That's a
Oh,
great
it's powerful,
minion.
Z.
I like the heavy duty witch.
I like the Witch XL.
So
Yeah.
you,
Witch
I guess,
XL.
are first to
Okay.
move.
So I did
and
unfortunately get 1 Dragon Rage there. But I really want some loot this turn. So I'm going to get, I had 2, but I am going to add a wild on there.
Ooh.
You're killing me with the stacking light.
You don't have to play.
Okay, we'll do that.
You're
We'll do
killing
that.
me, okay? What's the hashtag going? Hashtag Team Spider Blake. There we go.
I did get a move, which I'm just going to leave it at that. And then I got a defense, which I'm also going to boost up with, with a wild.
Look
like
at what
this.
happened right there.
Yeah,
I like
we'll
all
spread,
of
we'll
this.
spread.
Here, I'll help you out right
Oh,
here.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
That just
And then
happened.
this one's gonna go out here, and I got some jam action.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hurt this bad boy.
Ooh, 2, huh?
me.
2, huh? Interesting.
There we go, done.
I have 1 Dragon Rage, and I have. Do you mind just
Not at all.
just moving over there? And then I have.
Such a classy game.
Right?
It's like Dinosaur Tea Party if all
It
the
is.
dinosaurs.
I love Dinosaur
dinosaurs.
Tea Party. I have 3 attacks on the dragon.
Oh, that's
easy,
a
she
shame.
said.
No,
Oh, I
you
forgot
really
about your card.
you
That
really
is
don't.
unfortunate.
Yeah, these are now Dragon
Okay.
Rage. Yeah, that's,
I will take a
You
shield
can make them
then.
anything, including Dragon
It
Rage.
just says you can.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yes.
Straight mean.
Listen.
Any other sides, yes.
I'm all eyeballing,
What's
no
it
brain.
like to be
What do you
that
want me to
mean?
do?
So that's gonna do one of these. Right
Wow.
Wow.
That is very mean.
That's outrageous.
There's another one you missed.
No, you can't change 3.
No.
No, but that's
Oh,
going
okay.
there. That's going there. So
I
this
have a
stat
shield
gets discarded,
and I have
right?
2 feet.
They say the discards go into face down for
Oh,
one reason or
okay,
another.
all right.
You're welcome.
fine.
If you want to give me a
And then
dragon
a shield,
scale and thanks, I'm
You get a
fine
shield
with
as
that.
well. All right. Now,
Okay.
the main reason I did that was not just to be a jerk, although I very much was a jerk. It's because I wanted to be
am, I say.
first
You enjoyed
on.
it,
I
yeah.
wanted to be first on the attack. So.
You liked it.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Make no mistake. That's going there. That's going nowhere because that's only for 5+ players.
so
so that's
throw it
just going to
away.
go in the trash. All right. I'm going to boost up my attack. Weep, Weep.
Okay, good.
And then I've got 2 of these here. Flee.
I like everything about this.
Isn't that fantastic, Z? I felt
good
pretty
with
good
this.
about that turn.
I'm good with this.
Mostly felt good about the Witchlight. All right. So we're going to go right here.
Witchlight was good.
So, Greenie,
Yeah.
Mr. Spider,
Blake.
you can
Spider
either be
Blake.
protected,
Blake
Yeah.
Widow.
or you can do something else that I can't read.
Well, I'm not fighting, so I can heal 3 wounds or become
Oh.
protected. So I only have 1 wound.
You gotta protect
gotta
yourself.
protect
right?
yourself.
No one can mess with you.
Protect yourself
And believe me,
before
there's
you
a lot of messing going around.
riggedy
Blake.
wreck
You've seen this?
yourself.
Yeah.
You know. I don't want to say that Mike is going to be picking on literally everyone at the table
You know
soon,
what?
but he will be.
I will just protect
Yeah, you
myself.
There
got
we
to
go.
do it.
Yeah.
Got
All right.
to
Leave me
do
alone.
it.
Now it's
Leave me
me. I'm
alone.
going to heal 3 wounds. So there you go. Can you put those back, actually?
Sure.
Done. And then you can heal 2 wounds.
I will, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, then we got Dragon Rage. Light it up.
All
Flip
right.
that card. Let's see what happens.
Wong, wong, wong,
Come
wong,
on,
sure I
no
will.
wounds and 50.
Bang, 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 bang.
You
All
get
right.
a gold star. No,
So you
I'll
get
take
two
wounds.
wounds, but you also do get a dragon scale.
That is good news.
That's fantastic.
Thank
All
you.
right, and
Okay,
then
1 wound for
one
me
wound,
at least.
and then Blake is protected.
I'm not getting hit.
He's not getting hit. All right, quick thinking.
Lucky duck.
The 2 players with the most villain wounds each regain one of their discarded villainy cards of their choice. So right
I
now
haven't
it's
discarded any.
me.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, look who comes back. Witchlight. Okay, now it
Oh,
says
the Witchlight.
regain.
The witch
So I
that
guess that
keeps
means
on
you
giving.
do you get it back in your deck, do you think, or do you get it in your hand?
Regains.
That comes back in your hand, I believe. That's what I wanted to do. No. I have no idea.
Okay, regain means.
I don't know if it'll say it, I'm betting this is one that we may have to make a choice on our own.
I don't know. I'm sure it's in here, but I'm gonna have to look through the whole thing. And seeing
mean,
as
are you
I
gonna
was just
even
on
get through that
camera,
deck?
and Mike DeLucio wasn't.
Look,
he
let's
was
not
reading
get
this rule
caught
book.
up in the details.
Let's get caught up in the details one time.
Well, we'll
Mike.
figure it out. We can.
I'm sick of the witch light.
This is either-
If you want to enjoy a cool, refreshing witch, reach for a witch light.
All right. So we're not worrying about the sweeping claw. Okay, we don't have to worry about the sweeping claw. Now,
Oh,
no
no.
one chose to do villainy. Nobody
Regain.
chose to do villainy.
It's a mistake.
All right, but Blake, you went heavy into loot.
More than I needed to, but I'm gonna draw 2.
I'm just
keep
flipping
1.
pages without reading.
Just
This isn't
flip them.
helping at all.
The rule book's
Just look
upside.
busy,
The
that's-
rule book's upside down. See.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
I don't know. Ask Tom.
All right. I'm gonna say. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it's almost my birthday. It's coming into my hand.
Done. Take it.
There we go.
There it is.
I've got to pay to play it again. So, all right. And now, Z,
What am I doing?
you're drawing a treasure card or taking 3 dragon
I want that.
scales.
Oh! I want that treasure card.
There we go.
It's almost my birthday too.
You lose. All right.
At all.
All right. So now I'm attacking. I believe I was called out as.
Uh-oh. Was that an interruption?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Oh! I thought you were about to get
Those
lit.
cards,
Can you
look
hand
at
me those?
cards.
Sure.
I like to instill fear in my enemies.
You're doing
I
that
was
fine with the
I was
looks.
called a coward in the last round.
true,
I don't
that's
want to
true.
say anyone called me a coward, Blake.
Was it me? I don't remember that.
Well, I believe it was you. All right, here we go. Oh, look at all those hits.
Wow.
That's only 3 hits. Oh no, it's 4.
That's 4 hits.
Wow.
That is a large number of hits.
I have to keep that. Do I risk it?
You should definitely risk it.
Quit looking at your cards.
Definitely
Go ahead,
risk it.
risk
Somebody's
it.
got to play some cards.
Oh! You just blew up.
All right. All right, so I take a hit, yes? But I also inflict. How many do I hit here? 3?
3.
It's 1, 2,
There's 5.
3. Yeah.
So that's 3.
3.
What are you going to do to me? Quit it.
Now
Quit
I'm not
it!
doing anything to you.
Stop looking at your
dear.
stupid cards. All right.
Okay.
No, I refuse.
All right.
I will look at the cards if I want to.
get the cards. Okay.
can look at
Yellow is
the
next. Attack the dragon with
You can leave
6
that
dice.
behind.
There we go.
Oh,
There
I
we
get to
go.
attack the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I got a thing here. I have a thing somewhere. Hold on. There it is. I'm going to play this.
Oh,
Which I'm guessing that means that symbol stays in play.
yes.
And I pay 2 dragon scales for
Yes.
that. Maybe we want to show this. Let's go ahead
Let's
and
show
throw that
this
up that.
piece of garbage.
Put it up there for me.
Soul for it. Oh, you got
Soul's Fire Sword. Costs 2 dragon shards. Each time I attract the dragon, I get an additional re-roll.
Okay.
It sticks around, and it's worth 3 points at the end of the game.
Very nice.
Let's do it.
All right, re-roll.
Here I go. First roll. I love it, and I need nothing else.
Yeah, there's no reason to re-roll.
No, there is
right?
a reason to
Oh,
re-roll.
there is.
Because it'll go from 2 hits
Do it.
to 3.
Do it.
Here we go. Unless I roll that, I'm done, right?
You're gonna re-roll that.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-bang!
3 hits.
You say, okay, so I take a hit, and I deal 2. I want red neck,
How
skull.
many do you get? 2?
2, yes.
All right.
Red face, dragon face.
That's the head that's embarrassed.
Would you say that right now this is any time?
I think any time is any time.
I think any time is.
This isn't that exciting. Discard this card at any time to choose one player. That player gains 3 dragon scales from the horde. Z, I want you to have 3 dragon scales.
What is this
And
nonsense?
give them to me.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Wow.
Did
Here
you
you go,
see that?
sir.
Bang, 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 bang. All right, that just,
It's my
that
turn now.
just happened.
It did.
All right, that
need
was
4
it
dice.
for me. 4
Oh, wait,
dice
we have-
over.
Are you sure you need
there.
these dice, Jenny?
I need them.
Let me consult my cards.
I need
Let me see if you need to roll
We
these
gotta start
dice.
playing these villain cards at some point.
Well, bam, that's a punch to the noggin.
Oh,
And a half
for
a
this
punch.
cre-
Fake out.
you shouldn't roll
maybe?
anymore. You shouldn't roll anymore.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't have
you
helped,
know,
right?
2 hits.
Yeah.
I won 2.
I think for making that decision, you're going to get a blue.
Meserax,
I'll take a
yeah, you're
yellow
gonna get
and a
hurt
blue,
right now.
please.
Oh, you get a blue or
Because
2?
those make
Is it 2?
green. No, I want 1 of each, if you don't mind.
Of all 3? Wait, how
No,
many
a
hits?
red and a yellow. I mean, a blue and a yellow, please.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank
Meserax,
you.
I have a quick question for you.
I'm sorry, I'm busy right now.
Are you holding any treasure?
No. Oh, I have 1 in my hand.
Fantastic. Go. Here's what happens.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Give me that. I'm gonna
The
play
card
this.
says,
What?
give me
Does it
that.
really?
It says, play at any time to attack another player, inflicting 1 villain wound. Then you may steal 1 random face-down treasure from their stash.
I only had the 1. I was going to use this to great effect, and
That's
now
gonna fly. It's gonna fly.
I think
Never mind.
it's gonna move at a
That's-
snail's
this is-
pace.
this is-
Here, just
this is
take
horrible.
it.
I just kind of wanted to see how
Just
long this
take
would
it.
go. Give me
I am
that
half
was the
dead.
card.
This is
All
a
right.
bad
That's what
look
happens.
for
You'll pay attention to your
your
dice
friend
rolls from now on.
Meserax. He's looking a little
Oh,
bit
my goodness.
dented up.
All right. We're
I
feeling.
like it. That's a good one. I'm sorry. I'll sell it back to you
That's
for.
very rude.
your
Can you
entire
see
deck
that
of
I was
cards.
set up to use that this
I
turn?
know.
If you wanted to use it, you could.
I'm
I have some
sorry.
dragon scales I could give you.
I was so wrong.
All right. Where are we? I have no idea. Okay, so that was that one. That was that
You know,
attack,
you can
right?
clear these, I'm pretty sure, as you do them.
No. Then we
Tried? I tried.
Going to run.
Now you're going to run, and you are moving up to this +1.
Okay. Well, I was going to run a lot further, but whatever. That's a 3.
Oh my goodness! You keep rolling those 3s.
I'm very, very nimble as an eye.
You are.
And with tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just move 3.
So you don't want to do the +1?
Oh, 4, of
1,
course.
2, 3, 4.
Yes,
Take
please.
2.
You're
dragon
trying to get
scales.
out,
She's
is
trying
what
to
you're
get
saying.
out of here. Is what's
I
going
don't know
on.
what you're talking
2
about.
dragon scales.
Okay, I guess
Gonna have
that
to kill her.
means,
I'm gonna have to
Alright.
kill her.
yeah.
You-
All right, so I need that movement die.
Nobody
'cause
escapes.
I'm also trying
Yeah,
to
we're
get
not
up.
getting out,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
We're going for loot here, not leaving.
Can somebody that has actual eyes tell me what that says?
3.
Hey!
Three.
I have
I
an
can
eye.
go up to 3. You do
He
have
said
an eye. I should be asking
eyes,
you.
So,
What are you
1,
trying to
2,
say?
3.
You're-
Attack dragon. Roll 4 dice. There we go.
do
Wow.
it. Go ahead.
Now,
Smack
I don't
it.
think I get a reroll
It's
on
gonna
any of
be
these, I
all
assume, right? It just says
rage.
roll 4 dice.
It's a normal attack
It's
at
attack,
dragon,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm re-rolling, make no mistake. Oh,
You need to
Definitely
re-roll
gonna
it.
it's nothing.
Definitely want to re-roll that.
Hello.
You're done.
No reason
Good.
to roll that, right?
If you had,
You should.
I would have hit you again. I want to make sure everyone's doing the best they can.
Correct.
And if you make a
Right.
bad choice, abarabi.
That's it.
fair. That's
2 hits, right?
2 hits.
I think you're
Which
going
noggin are
crazy
you
on
picking?
red.
If you notice again what I'm doing, abarabi.
I'm taking reds. I'm going to play this card that says, give me that. All right, here we go.
Okay.
That's that. Now
me
we
that.
have, that was me. So
Green.
now we
Me.
have
I just
you.
moved 1 space.
You do.
So I am.
Ooh, looks like you're attacking the dragon as well. Yeah.
You guys are all fleeing. Look at this.
Look,
What
Z,
is
don't
that?
worry.
I moved 1 space.
Don't you worry.
Come
don't,
on
don't you worry
now.
about
Stay
it.
and fight.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Let's keep going.
Stay and fight.
Oh,
We got one more chance.
try.
Let's
Come
make
on,
it
this
happen.
is
Kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
2 hits.
That's
and
good.
I guess I should play something.
And they
before
do
we-
hit you for 1, though. Unless
I
you
do take one.
cancel it or something.
Play when any player attacks the dragon and inflict at least. That wasn't the one I wanted to play.
No, you don't want that.
So forget I started reading that. There it was. Yeah, I'm gonna lay down my helm of protection.
Of course.
It is also a reusable one for 2 dragon scales. Each time you attack the dragon, if you receive any villain wounds, you receive 1 villain wound less.
Oh,
Nice, you're good.
that's good.
Okay.
Give me that.
And don't do it. Don't do
And
it.
then you
Except
do-
I need 2 helmets because I have 2 heads.
That's right.
It won't really help.
That's a good point. Yeah. Which
yeah.
one should we go after? The one that has a helmet on it, or the one that doesn't have a helmet
The
on
one
it?
looking off into space.
So I get 2 cubes here.
You do.
I'm gonna take a yellow and a blue.
It's an intriguing choice.
I'm going to play a card.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
There we go.
get him.
There we go.
I'm paying the psionic swap, so I have to pay 3, and I'll pay the 2 that yours cost, and I get to take it.
Take what?
Yours.
You have to give him the 2.
Yeah.
Wait,
what do you
steal
think?
one
She's
place
taking
of
your-
activated
she's
treasure
taking
from
your
another-
helmet.
I'm
Just
not gonna
pay
let you
them
do
the
that,
activation
actually.
cost.
He's not gonna let you do that.
Yeah.
How much did you have? You had a bunch.
She
You
had a
paid 2 and
bunch.
3, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a venomous bite. So play when a player tries to steal from you to prevent the theft and inflict 1 poison wound on them.
Oh
Poison
snap!
cannot be
Oh
healed.
snap!
This is very upsetting.
I like this.
You
You're
should take your.
cost me
Are those
2.
your 3 right there? Or
No, you just gave it back to her, I thought.
No, I gave her back
No,
the
no,
2
you're right,
from
you're-
Blake. Yeah.
I've got more of those.
Fine.
By the way. I wouldn't
This is
try
not
that.
looking
I liked
good
it.
for your
I liked it.
friend
We're now
Lisa.
friends.
Blake,
Okay.
We're
Alliance.
friends now.
that was an impressive move. I'm not gonna.
You're
lie.
going down soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds.
Very soon.
You're knock knock blinking on heaven's door.
Jenny, all I've got to say is
With your one
all
big
in
eye, yes.
on flee.
Blink blink knocking on.
Listen, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you're gonna flee.
So that was
Definitely
it, right?
running.
That was it,
Definitely
right?
running.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So now let's see if I have a minion that I might want to play.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
what about this Witchlight minion?
Which
There we go.
When you're looking for a cool, refreshing evening out with friends,
Nothing.
reach for Witchlight. It's about the memories. Witchlight. It'll be enchanting.
Ah, I like
Do you
it.
get it?
Thank you.
So the only way we get cards is by going to the villainy spot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
There's
treasure, I
one
guess.
here.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some here
yeah.
on the board as well.
Okay, here we go. First player moves over to one Mr. Z Garcia.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just saw your cubes. Z.
I
You
saw
lose.
all of
You
your
saw
stuff.
everything.
I saw your cubes now. All in.
Don't look.
I know
Okay?
all
Z.
about
Don't
your
look at my cubes.
You just got dragon scaled.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll
What
Richard
am I gonna
Lanius.
do with this?
Okay.
Nonsense.
Ooh.
Richard Lanius. Oh, guys, you don't even know.
Yes, please. I'll keep that.
I like all this.
I would like something other than that, please.
If she tries to rush the
No.
getting out of here, though, that would be bad.
She's gonna heal.
You don't know
So
what I'm
somebody
doing.
else
Yeah.
can go for shields.
You
Somebody
don't
else-
know.
Oh,
You
I
don't know
I
me.
know.
Oh, he knows.
Look me in the eye.
Let's
Do I roll again? Do I just keep this garbage? I'm not terribly fond of what I rolled, but I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, it's not great, unfortunately, for me either, but all right.
I'm gonna get a reroll in here.
I don't know, you know? Sometimes
Yep,
I just
yep, yep.
don't
I don't
know.
know what love
reroll this.
is.
And I'm done.
Ready?
All right, let's make it happen, Z.
All right, here we go.
Keep in
I
mind, I've got this
2
Witchlight
of these
minion right here.
feats.
Uh-huh.
I've got 2 of these loot dice.
Yes, you do.
And 3 attacks.
Oh, 3
That's
attacks.
it. This is what I do.
Okay.
All right.
Dunzo.
This Witchlight was getting itchy over here, but it's decided to stay put for now.
You better be careful, because otherwise you gonna give me that.
I have
You
one
can't have
loot.
it.
My whole deck is mostly give me that.
Give me that.
I have 1 loot.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 shields.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 feet.
Uh-huh.
I actually have tentacles, but
I
whatever.
have 2 feet and a head.
And I have 2 eyes. That's not true. I have 2 dragon
Ooh.
rage.
Rage. All right, that's fantastic. All right, so it's up to me, yeah? So, shields. Yeah, I'm going to have to go here because I do believe I want to be protected.
Okay.
All right, and then I've got 2 of these stupid things. And then I got
That one's very nice.
2 of these attacks. All right.
All right.
So I'm going to, I could either heal 3, but my health
Well, we
is
have to
9.
finish, Mike.
We have to let the other player go.
No, Blake, you're not in this round,
Come
right?
on. Yeah,
You're bowing out?
Gridvale, that's cheating.
Howie,
We've got some
Hal-
stuff to do.
Poison this man, please. Poison this man.
Okay, so I'm gonna play.
I'll help you, okay? You put the poison right there, and I'll have a card here that says, take that instead.
I like it. I like it.
Let me get my Witchlight menu
So I've got
ready.
this Arachnine Mind, so I can play when I reveal my dice to change any 2 of my non-rage to loot or flee. And so I'm gonna keep this one for sure.
Okay.
I'm
You're
gonna-
last, so you know everything at
I
this
know
point,
everything, yeah. So I'm gonna change, I think, 2 of them to
Just-
loot.
Loot or flee, you said?
Yeah, I can change to loot or flee, and I think I'm gonna
Okay.
change 2 of them to loot.
Yeah.
That means you
That
have
puts
3
me-
loot.
Puts me in the lead for loot.
I have a problem with that.
I don't
Give
think
me
you should.
that.
I don't think you should.
I have a problem.
Listen. You have a problem with me. I have a problem with you.
me.
I don't think you
I
want
said
that.
we were friends. I know.
Where's
All right, fine.
the loot symbol? on
There are no
this?
loots on your dice.
That is not the die you're looking for.
You're not allowed to loot. You're a spider.
Okay, so anyways, I'm
All your
looting.
dice are covered in webs.
If I can actually find it. I legitimately don't think this one has one.
Does it really not?
Find the loot on there.
They definitely all have, yeah, they have all.
How am I missing it?
I don't see loot on this die.
There's not a loot.
Let me
Maybe
see
I can't
it.
Turn it.
Oh, wait, maybe 1, 2,
Maybe-
3, 4, 5, 6, and a wild. So
Yeah.
some
Oh,
dice
it's not
won't have it,
round
I
enough.
guess.
It's very upsetting
You're
how
right.
So let's say I
It
change
is.
this
Okay, let me
one
look
to
for it
the-
again.
So let's say that I changed that one to the loot, and I kept
What was
that
it
one as,
before?
that.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm gonna have 2 swords, which is just gonna drop me to the back
Yep.
there. And I've got 1 move that drops me back there.
I love it.
All right.
All right, defend. Mike.
I love that. I'm going to go
want
ahead and
that?
take this token right here
Okay.
so that I cannot be bothered in any way whatsoever.
I get to heal 2.
I
3.
don't like it. You know, I really don't like
Three.
that.
No.
That is
Is there
excellent
a way to
news.
stop that, anybody?
Give me that.
Poisoner.
So I can give them right back to you.
Come
okay.
on, do your
I know,
thing.
keep
Step
doing
up.
it,
You got
keep doing
the
it.
dragon
All
scales.
right, so now we're doing our Dragon Rage. Here we go. What's happening here? All right, so the first person, which
That's
is
me.
Jenny, is going to get 2 wounds and a Dragon Scale.
Fantastic.
I'm going to get
you
1
go.
wound, but no, I'm not because I'm protected. Nobody else is in the Dragon Scale line. Each player gains 1 Dragon Scale from the Horde. Hey,
Is that
that
every
dragon?
player or every player who's in there?
Every player gains 1 Dragon Scale from the board.
Okay.
Horde. Board horde.
Board horde.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, honestly, I do think you.
Give me that.
Let me.
My smile just keeps getting
Lyons?
bigger.
All right, we're good. Yes, we're not doing the triple rage because we don't have an enraged dragon as of yet. Hey, only 1 person chose villainy, and that would be the biggest villain of us all,
Oh, come on.
Do it.
Blake.
Draw 2. Keep 1.
Or, what is it? What's the or? Oh, also.
Oh, and yeah. Draw
And
2
also
living cards.
steal 1 dragon scale.
Oh snap!
Listen, I don't have that many. I mean,
Yeah, she has them displayed in a.
Yeah.
Mess that up.
this
I'm
don't
gonna
mess
need-
up my smile.
Mess
I
it
really
up,
like
bust out a
that
tooth.
tooth.
That's right.
I'm gonna need one of those. Okay.
You don't need those.
I do need them.
Nah, you're good.
They're part of my aesthetic.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even know what that card said.
Mike, you're not helping the whole. you know, the birthday, the big HB coming up, as Jason so eloquently puts it. Waltz is in here. It's like, hey, Mike, HB. We're like, what? You know, HB. Happy birthday. I'm like,
HB.
whoa,
Oh,
no
I
one
gotcha.
says that ever, I
No,
think. What
let's-
are you?
let's
What are
not-
you, 12?
Stop trying to make HB a thing. All right, where are we at here?
I
think
did
Blake has
that.
decided who
Yeah,
he's gonna
you know.
poison, and I think he
Okay,
just
no, I'm gonna
settled
keep that. Do
on
you know if the
both
extra
of
goes
these.
in discard or bottom of the deck?
I don't
Bottom of the deck,
Bottom
why
of the
not?
deck.
Probably
Just say
bottom of your
bottom of the
deck would be my guess. Yeah.
All right.
There, Mike is the one who wrote the rules.
Correct.
Mike,
I wrote the
bottom
rules,
of the deck.
actually.
There it
Bottom of the
is.
deck.
There we
Okay,
go.
then I'm gonna draw 2 treasure cards and keep 1. Again, do not try to steal from me.
Look, you're fine.
Anybody who's thinking
Why are you
about it.
looking
You're
at
fine.
me?
You're fine.
As if I need to steal from you, pshaw.
Pshaw?
Pshaw, she said.
Pshaw to you.
I'm gonna get you ready for your attack round here.
There we go, baby.
Awesome. I'm gonna
But
take
also
that
I need to
one.
draw a treasure or take 3. I'll draw a treasure.
No, you get nothing.
I
This
want
one?
the treasure.
All right, give me that.
Give me that.
And then, Jenny, you're taking 2 Dragonscales.
I'll take 2 Dragonscales.
This is funny.
Yes.
Read it to Olive so we know what you have.
It says, at the end of
Thank you.
the game,
He's definitely not making this up.
No.
you may.
This
I'm just a
seems
really
totally
bad reader.
legit.
Okay, it's not okay for you to make fun of my bad reading. At the end of the game,
This is a safe
Ask
space.
not what you can do for your card.
take that.
Give me that.
Give me that. That's what it is. Okay. So what was the deal? Just drew
Yeah,
one,
you
keep
drew
it.
one.
That's it, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Rip card in half.
Okay.
Legacy game. All right.
Done.
We're good. Attack! Z. Attack with great vim and vigor.
Here
Roll
we
damn
go. 3,
dice.
6, 7, 8. I
That's
get an
all.
extra re-roll when I'm
No,
attacking.
None of those.
And I think I'm good. Here we go. Give me all of the souls.
So many
I
eyes.
summon thee.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Sword. Okay. So first re-roll right here.
Oh, there's another eye.
Second re-roll. Third re-roll because of this. I'm okay with that.
You got
That's all
wrecked.
right.
He is
That's
just
okay.
Swinging that
All
hammer.
right, so I get 3 wounds.
2 hits, though, yeah?
I take 2. I take 3.
No,
They round up
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's 2 to 1. And then 1, 2, 3 hits out there. Give me 2 red, 2 yellow. Done.
That's a lot of damage you just
Warlock. All right, now it's
Done.
me, and I'm rolling how many? 6? All right, here we go. Here we go. Z, I'm going to take your card, by the way.
You're
I'm
going
gonna-
to take this card?
I'm going to re-roll an
Try.
infinity amount.
Try it.
All right. Oh, look at all those swords. That's 3 swords. Oh, look at all those swords. No reason to roll again, right? Am I right?
You're right.
Check my math. That's what, 3 hits?
That's 3 hits.
is
Amazing.
3.
That's
Wow.
3 hits. I'm
Okay.
gonna take those hits. I'm gonna punch it in the face. I'm gonna hit it with a mace. 4 dice for green.
I'm just imagining that weird
Oh, no, that's
skeleton
great.
looking, that weird skeleton looking guy rapping right now, trying to sing.
Ooh,
Ooh, I guess
That's
I
it,
have to
you're
just
done.
stop.
that's an intriguing roll,
You're
Blake.
done. What's this card say? If anyone rolls only once, destroy them.
Yes. Okay, well,
Destroy
I also
them.
have play when any player attacks a dragon and inflicts at least 1 dragon wound, they may draw 1 random treasure card or take 3 dragon scales.
Blake, I'm not a fan of how often you are playing cards that you actually take.
Did you pay for that?
Villainy card. But yeah, we need to.
You didn't.
Play
Okay,
on-
No,
great.
so the
Yeah, just
short
making
story
sure you
is
hadn't.
didn't
Turn
pay
order.
the scale.
And I did 2 hits of damage, so I will take a yellow. And since Z is trying to.
Oh, enraged!
Oh, are you sure?
Do something about that?
Are you sure?
Are you gonna do something about that?
Oh, Jenny's got a card in
I'm
debt.
Do it.
going
Go
to
ahead,
play
Jenny.
Energy Blast.
What?
And because
You're going to pay 2 is what you're going to
I
do.
am going to pay 2 and do both.
What's this now?
So I do 1 damage to the dragon and
The
like a
top
yellow,
is free.
please.
The bottom,
Oh, you could pay to
pay
do this.
2 and do both.
And then I
things.
would like to do 2 wounds
Oh.
too.
So what is it? If you did not
Mister,
attack, inflict 2
don't do it.
wounds, or
Blake Widow.
Okay.
Oh,
do it.
Now
Blake
it's war.
Widow.
that's
I
right.
know.
Now it's
personal
war.
now.
You know, I didn't want Mesorex to die, but now I
Now you gotta die,
Mesorex is
creature.
not scared of
Oh,
you.
we're gonna take out your voice box and sell it.
It's 2 damage.
No,
Mesorex.
buy it.
2 damage, right?
Yes.
Let's go. Do it.
All right. So, are we in the fleeing portion?
Yep.
All right. So Z, you are rolling this right
Let's see
here
what's
and
up.
going to that up
Come
to that plus
on,
1.
die. It's a 3.
Ooh, you can go up to 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play a card. I
No.
think maybe.
No.
Do I want to give up the points? I'm
Mr.
gonna give up
Millstream
these
asks,
points.
who's
Blammo!
winning the game? We don't know who's
Poison
winning.
Wow.
of swiftness.
Whoa! Oh, poison of
I
swiftness.
found this myself.
Potion.
I feel like I've seen that card before.
I was going about and I found it on the floor.
That's so weird. I used to have
It
a
says
card
discard
just
this card.
like
When
that.
any player is moving, they may move up to 3 additional spaces.
Yowza.
Wow.
So you can
that's
go 7.
1,
You gotta
2,
pay,
3,
though.
4. It's free.
No.
It's free. Yeah.
I know.
I lose 2
You
points.
lose 2 points, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
1, 2,
7 puts
3,
me
4, 5, 6, 7. Puts you at the attack a dragon again.
for how many dice?
4.
Let me stop one before that.
Take 2 dragon scales.
No, one before that.
Heal 2
then.
wounds?
Yeah.
No, you can't have that one.
Yes,
that one's
please.
Not allowed to go
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you keep slipping past.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I slid. I heal 2.
Yep.
Because I'm
We'll
slightly
put this at the
concerned.
bottom of the deck.
Okay, that's you're the one who read the rules.
And by that, I mean put it in my hand.
Yeah, well, since we're doing this,
You're the one
I'm
who read
gonna,
the rules.
I'm going to play one too. To discard at any time to heal 3 wounds from a player.
From me?
From
You should
myself.
heal.
Dude.
All right, so
Lord.
that's
I
not
mean, I
bad. You
am
gave up
pretty
2
damaged
points,
over
but that's
here.
okay.
Come on.
I like a
now.
fresh start. I like
That's
a fresh
right.
start.
All right. So now it is purple gets to go, yeah? So you
Do
roll
it.
this, and then...
I get to roll.
yeah, and
I
then
just move what it says.
Move up to the
move
roll.
up to it, yeah.
Well, that's a
Exactly.
big old one, so I will move one.
You
I'm
are
right
that
here.
one, yeah.
I'm the big
You
giant
go
guy,
here.
remember?
So draw 1 villainy card.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounded evil.
It did. All right, and then Blake, you can move 1
I'm
space.
going to go ahead and move 1.
Pay 1 dragon scale to draw 1 treasure card.
pay dragon
You're
scale.
Really? That's a great space.
yeah, he's been doing the card action
I
stuff. It's
don't
been
know.
working. It's been working.
I don't know.
Listen.
Are we good?
We have a clear target.
Yeah. However,
oh, we do?
Yes.
I
however,
don't know, Blake. You're,
I'm gonna
you're kind of
pay
doing well.
I don't
pay
think
2
I
to
am.
summon the dead.
Oh, Lord.
Wait, this is a full-bodied
inappropriate.
witch.
Correct. Play at the end of a round to search your villainy cards, deck, and discards for up to 2 minions and add them to your hand. You may summon both of them this round in addition to any other minion you summon normally.
Wow.
So I'm searching this for 2 minions, right? And then I can add in my hand, and I can also
Are you
summon
paying
both
the
of them.
Dragonscales for
I already
that?
paid the 2. I threw them over there.
Mm-hmm.
People in the chat can
I don't
okay, I
trust
got one of
those
those.
people.
Don't that doesn't work?
I think you can just search through it, Mike. You know, like you can
Oh,
just look
really?
through it and
Oh,
search.
I
It
love
doesn't
it.
say drop to find to.
Love it.
Yeah, get it right. While you're looking,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a card on you.
No.
You keep threatening these cards.
All right, I'm gonna put these
No,
2.
right.
So I've
None
got
of these
all,
do anything.
If you're going to
all
actually
of these
use them.
minions out, but I have
Not
to
gonna
pay.
use
I do have to pay, I think. So I'll pay those 2 to get to summon those 2. I got all kind. I got a skeleton minion, I've got a wraith minion, and I've got a witchlight minion.
Wow.
And all of them do horrible things to
it.
all of you.
Well, I feel like you're just showing off now.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you now. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay, let's get our dice.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Purple. Here you go. You evil one-eyed creature. There it is.
Beautiful.
And these are mine. I'm gonna go ahead and play a card. It doesn't affect any of you. Calm down, Blake. Don't look at me like that.
I was
He
worried.
shot me and look. Blake was like, Blake was like,
think
you're not.
twice.
No, you're
Think-
not.
think
Poison
twice,
with my
that's all I'm
poison
saying.
cubes. All right, I'm playing that. It says at the end of each roll dice step, I may change any one of my non-rage dice to something different. That's what it does. Everybody be cool about it.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I've got Summon the Dead still sitting there.
Well, they're still summoning.
Yeah, so I guess I paid for that, so this is just going to the bottom of my deck. All right. So
Things you play go to the bottom of your deck.
That's what I've been doing. Or no,
why not?
no, it's a discard, isn't it? It's the
don't
same thing.
know.
It's effectively the
You'll
same thing.
ultimately
Mike,
get them back.
I don't want to comment on your rules reading abilities.
I'd like to know how I became the person for the rules. When look,
Look, approximately 1 hour ago, I was in here talking about the Dice Tower Awards, which if you missed,
Guys.
you need to go check those out. Mike DeLisio,
also I blame Roy Kennedy.
let
All
it
right,
be
here we go.
known to the jury that Mike DeLisio is sitting out there reading these rule books. Exhibit A. Anyway, bottom it is.
I choose not to read. All right, here we go. We're rolling dice.
Yes.
I'm already done with mine.
Not great.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
That is a great roll.
Come on. This is really bad for me.
Like everything about that.
Really bad for me.
My roll is absolutely perfect.
Oof. Okay, that I like. That I like.
Don't look at that.
I don't need this trash. What's that one?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start with
Let's re-roll
First roll.
this one.
Sure. Okay.
that. All right,
good.
Jenny.
I can live with that.
Okay.
She did Jenny from the block. Whoa!
What is?
Oh, it's a
what?
good thing.
Oh.
I did get the dragon a little bit irritated with me, though.
Come on, Mike.
I
What you gonna
considered
do?
it. I considered it.
What are you gonna do, Mike? Think about what you want to do.
Oh, I'm thinking. Don't you worry about that. I'm thinking.
I'm worried.
All right. So it's me next, yeah?
You're not gonna use the Witchlight Deluxe?
No, I might be using it on one of you people's things.
Fine.
What do you mean? You
Look at this.
people?
Not gonna be me.
Garbage
Thought
right
we
here.
agreed we were gonna eliminate Jenny.
I'm not happy with this at all.
What do you mean?
Plans fall
I'm
apart.
not a threat.
Yeah,
I'm half dead.
Blake is
What?
the low key trying to backstab all of
I don't know what
us.
you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
What about this
He's being
character?
quiet. He's pointing over there to Jenny a lot. And I have to tell you, I'm
Seems
sorry,
rather
Jenny, but the voice is
accusatory.
not helping you. You will probably get killed in this game.
Correct.
So I'm
That's
gonna go
fair.
up here.
And then I will steal, like I said, the voice box and go around to the other monsters and be like,
Go.
look what I found. It sounds like this. I love this thing. Isn't it amazing? Hey, dragon, come and get me. Oh, it's amazing. That's going to be me with your innards.
Don't touch my innards.
I've spoken my
I'll
piece.
I'll just do that. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm going to play Provoke!
I was just kidding, all right? I was kidding about the voice box.
And I will change
What are we doing?
3 of your dice, Blake Widow.
Okay.
I will change all 3 of those villainy ones.
2 of the villainy ones.
Oh,
or 3
sorry,
of
what
the
is
lit
that? I
ones?
can't see.
That's loot.
Loot.
Oh, I'll change all of those to Dragon Rage.
Oh, snap. So those
Well,
go
they go
there.
here.
Yep.
You're good with that? You're just going to take them?
I'm not. And I'm actually going to
Oh,
shoot
boy.
a poison arrow. So I'm going to play to attack another player, giving them 1 poison wound. Jenny, that would be you.
Oh, no.
Then I can pay a dragon scale to
You gotta pay
choose
one, right?
another.
Oh, yeah.
To choose another player and poison them. You know what? I won't. Neither of you have.
All right,
bothered
good,
me,
good,
so-
I feel like that's
I just want to
unfair.
make it. I kept my Witchlight minion away, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's close to being poisoned.
I know, right?
Okay, are you done?
No. Yeah.
That's me. I got one of those evil eye from the dragon.
I take that personally.
2 of these. I got 2 of these. And I've got 2 footies. Which are gonna go right there. That's it.
Well, no one did a defend.
Nah,
Interesting.
we're not a bunch of wusses.
All right, here we go. So,
So it's a
we
running
are
up.
doing a Dragon Rage. So, unfortunately, I'm going to
Bring
get
it.
wrecked here. Oh, that's not bad. I only
That's
get
nothing.
one wound. That's but a flesh wound. Everyone gets one, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I'll take it.
I feel like
Thank
this
you.
is
Ah.
the worst day of my life.
That's Dragonhide. The player or players with the fewest dragon scales gain 2 from the horde. I think that's Z.
Yeah, baby! I'm a loser, baby. So hook it up with them dragon
Mesrax.
scales.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8, huh?
I don't know why you don't
That's
worry about
interesting.
me.
Wow.
Interesting, huh? Okay, so we've done the Dragon Rage, and now we're doing Villainy. And it looks like Blake, as per normal, is going to be drawing cards.
Okay, I'm gonna draw 2, keep 1, and
We need to
steal.
stop this.
Yeah, this is getting crazy,
You're a
man.
huge
I don't know why
threat.
we're not.
Nobody is going for that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I'm gonna have to
this-
steal a dragon scale from Jenny again. While
I
you're
don't know
looking
why
for-
you would do that. How am I supposed to eat? I'm losing all my teeth.
All right. Did you give Jenny her damage? What damage?
Which damage?
I took my damage, don't you worry.
The snake bite.
Yeah, you need more damage.
Why
Here
are
we
you
go.
trying
Let's
to
just,
kill me
let's just put all of these.
faster?
We're just going to put all of these right here.
Yeah, some of
Okay.
them- Yeah.
That's me. Draw 2 villainy and keep 1, or steal 3 dragon scales. Nah. I'm gonna do this. It's all good.
And then I take 2 dragon scales, right? We're in.
Correct.
Are we in?
love it.
Wait, are we here or are we?
We're in.
Oh, so we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Done.
All right, now you do loot.
Draw 2 treasure cards and keep 1. All right, I will do that.
I just get 1, right?
Give me that. Purple, or take 3 Dragonscales.
No, I'll take a treasure, please.
All right, and then I take 2 Dragonscales. Oh!
So I can go ahead and play this and spin the 2. It's if once per round, if I have to pay Dragonscales as a cost, I can pay 1 less.
Wow. All right.
All right, this goes to the bottom, Mike. Thank you.
Interesting.
Did you read the rule book to check if it goes to the bottom?
Yes, it does. I
Okay,
just
that's
looked at it.
fantastic.
Yes, it does. Don't question it, Tom. Tom just walked in here looking at us like we've been playing everything
A
wrong.
little smug, I would say.
And if so,
I blame Richard Lanius. All right. Who's
what are we at?
Yellow.
We're done
We're
here.
down
I
to
just
blue.
did this.
Yep, we just finished. I took my Dragonscales.
Is there any reason we shouldn't clear these after they go off?
I always did.
Yeah. He
That's
just
reason.
said, this
He
is what
just
Tom
gave you the
said.
reason why
This
not.
is what Tom. I'll try to recreate it.
Okay.
I always did.
Yeah. So Z, you're saying that is reason for you to actually do that?
Yes.
If Tom had said, I never remove the dice, then I would have been like, okay, clear them.
Tom always did.
All right, get them out of there,
Okay,
whatever.
go.
Okay.
See, it helps you figure out where you
Yeah,
are.
except that you've got these 2 stragglers here for
Still
no
done
reason.
that, right?
Yep.
What are you doing? This is outrageous.
I thought those weren't done yet.
they're
Jenny
done.
gets all the dice.
All the dice.
I'll take all the dice, thank you.
We need her to get
I'm
a few
sure I'm gonna
wounds.
punch this guy
2
right
wounds
in
in
the
your
Do
face.
it.
Let's go.
Oh, that's not a good start.
Yeah, you got wrecked.
2 wounds is all she needs.
You got wrecked. Oh, that's right. 2 wounds. Oh! Is that it right there?
That rounds up. Oh, well, that's
Oh!
definitely
Yowza.
Listen.
Wow. You should have left me alone. Should have left me alone.
Okay, so what
Now,
happened?
you
No,
do- she
hit
still
first.
hits,
Yeah, you
yes.
hit
That's
first,
right,
I think.
I'll take
Because she can
Tom's
still
here,
score.
thankfully, so he can answer this.
She can still
I'll
score.
take 2
Who's it
blue.
against?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Oh, no, that's fine.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
so
are.
deals 2 damage, and then you take 2 wounds. What happens? Done?
She's
Yeah.
out.
I take my tentacles and I go slap, slap.
Yeah.
And then he bites my head off.
She did it to herself. by the
He
way.
pops my eye and it explodes.
Right.
That's disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Could survive.
No.
I mean, she's dead, but she could still win.
Right.
I
So we
could still
remove her from the
win.
board. As insult
Even though
to
I'm a
injury.
mess of ichor.
Okie doke.
Okay.
All
If anybody
righty.
says the word miasma,
No, you're not even
I'm
gonna.
out of
You don't have
here.
to worry about this, Jenny. You're
This is a sad,
There you
sad
go.
day.
so I'm attacking with 6 dice. It
Yes.
looks like.
Done.
Well, I'm
These
saying.
purple dice, trash.
No, my legacy.
Oh my goodness! The game wants me to win.
That was not okay. Did anybody else see him actually roll?
Oh, they saw it. It's on
I don't
video.
think anyone's watching.
It's on video.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Go ahead.
cancel everything.
All right,
Got your
then
back.
good.
Come on.
Yeah. So there's no point. There's no point in
No,
rolling
no
another
reason
one.
to roll.
So, I guess I should also
This dragon's about to get enraged.
discard this card when any player attacks the dragon and inflicts at least 1 damage to have them inflict 2 additional wounds.
Man, this is crazy
that,
time. You should do that, probably.
Discarding here. Okay.
It goes to
Oh, this is-
the
yeah, this is a-
bottom of the
Okay,
deck,
yeah.
apparently.
So
That's
I
what
do
Mike
3
DeLiso made
That's
it.
what I said.
plus the 2. So
That's
I did
5.
5.
Unreliable.
Wow.
I just killed
can-
this one.
If
You
you
can
take
kill
out
the
one
red
of the
or the
heads,
blue.
it becomes enraged.
It becomes
right?
enraged, yeah.
Yeah,
And
do
I
it.
get a trophy for that?
Upset them.
Well, most reds would be, and then you second most reds, so yeah. It certainly doesn't hurt to go
We're
ahead.
gonna have a problem.
If,
I'm gonna put that out there.
If you take those 5 reds, Z will
I'm
not
gonna
be
put
happy.
that
I
out
don't get
there.
a trophy for lopping off the head.
Oh, no, but if you were the last one to kill the dragon, you get a
Oh,
point.
the entire dragon.
Yes,
believe
the
so.
whole
Okay.
dragon.
Final wound to dragon.
What are you
yeah.
doing?
That's right, he's taking all
I'm not
5.
taking. I'm not taking all
All
5.
Okay,
five.
what are you doing? Get 2?
2, and 1.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's
good,
very
good.
nice.
I didn't want a problem.
I
didn't
think
want a
you
problem.
let
good,
Z
that's good.
provoke, provoke you. All right.
And I think that was
I
it.
have a card
right.
called Give Me That.
I'm going to be playing the flea dice.
Do it.
I rolled a stupid 1. All right, so I can go up to 2. And I'm here, right?
What's it say?
I'm going to go here. Take 2 Dragonscales. Can you throw me those?
So you can move an extra one, right?
No, because I only rolled a 1, so yeah.
So you can take an extra
yeah.
because of there. Yeah,
Right.
okay, fine. Mm-hmm. And then that's me.
And you can roll, go move up to whatever that is.
Bam. 3.
That's ridiculous.
And, what's that? What are the next 3?
Attack dragon.
Yeah.
Take 2 Dragonscales. Draw a villainy card.
I'm gonna go attack dragon.
Roll 4 dice.
Yep.
Okay. You see, Lori is excited for some player elimination. That's no offense to Jenny, I'm sure.
Poor
No.
Meserax.
Here we go.
There we go.
Meserax.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a great roll.
Oof. Oof.
That's a great roll.
Okay, first reroll.
There you go. Now
I
you're
need
done.
one more. So second reroll.
And you're done. There you go.
I am
You got
indeed.
wrecked.
So I take a hit and I deal a hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one of those red ones,
See,
please.
you shouldn't have let him.
Meserax.
You shouldn't.
Listen,
Shouldn't have let him have the red. Yep.
I
All right,
clearly
okay.
declared
All right.
red early
So,
on.
we got to keep moving.
I did my part.
We're
I
good.
ended
We're
it
good.
early.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's
Meserax.
keep this moving. So first player comes to me. I don't have a minion to summon, but I do have these. All right. We're gonna roll these up. Oops.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's what you would call a terrible roll.
Man, this is not good for me.
Oh, so terrible roll. I saw everything, Mike.
That's fantastic.
I saw everything.
Okay, we're good.
One more roll. Oh, man. Not what I wanted.
Sure. Sure.
All right. Boom. Rage.
Oh, wait, I gotta not show you.
Rage. Oh, sorry.
Flee.
Yeah.
Rage.
Pick it up.
Huh? Attack
Much faster.
and. Whoa!
She's angry. She's angry.
I have
She's
no idea what
throwing
just
dice.
happened there. All right, that's it for me.
Okay, so I had
The
one.
violence is real.
Way
what
too
were you
much
doing?
attack.
I don't know
I
what's
was. I
happening
flicked
here.
the die over there to try and get it with my.
You were trying to
rest of
hit
my-
me?
I was not trying to hit you, but it would be a bonus.
Flee and
All right.
Okay, here I got you guys. Don't you worry about this. Bling, blue, bling. Look at that beautiful night. Trying to upset a dragon. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
And then I got one of that and one of that.
All right.
Wow.
That
Okay,
it.
that's it. So are you taking that or are you healing?
I should. I'm gonna get hurt right here, so I guess I'll protect so no one messes with me.
All right, here we go. Boom. Dragon Rage.
Yes, good.
Wow, so you get nothing, but you do draw a card.
Okay, and that's one of these.
Second is me, which is 2 hits. Oh, these should be in front, sorry. Oof,
love
boy.
it.
All right, 2 hits and then a dragon scale. Do I have something that protects that? No. All right, can you hand me a dragon
Yes,
scale?
I
Thank
got you.
Boom. All right, and then Blake gets nothing. Okay, tail swipe. The players closest to the exit receive 1 wound. Oh, that's a shame, Z. All right, you get a wound. Oh, you don't get a wound. You suck. Okay. No
You can't
cutting.
swipe this. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, you
I
can't
hate
swipe
you.
this.
You
can
suck.
swipe this.
All right, villainy.
Oh, dragon.
Draw 2 cards, keep 1, and also steal a dragon scale.
Hook it up, Mike.
There you go. Get out of here.
Thank you. Okay. These are done.
Give me that.
That's done.
All right, draw 2 villainy cards
Here.
and keep 1, or steal 2 dragon scales.
No, I'm gonna go here.
That's the way to go.
I like that. Okay, what's next?
Do
We
this.
need to move. All right. Have we done loot? No. We have
Nope,
not. So
not
draw
yet.
2 treasure cards, keep 1, and you Z draw 1 treasure card or take 3 Dragonscales.
1 treasure or 3? Treasure for sure.
Hand me damn dice, I'm gonna punch a dragon. Hand me damn dice, I'm gonna kick a dragon. Hand me damn dice, I'm gonna wreck a dragon. All right, that's that.
Song is great.
That is a really good song.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yep, that's wonderful.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Gonna
Now that's
wreck
what I
it.
call music 87.
That's bad. Okay. Yes. So I've taken. Well, first of all, how many hits do I do?
2.
No. Wraith Minion. When any player attacks and hits, they do 1 more, and I take a dragon scale. So I take a dragon scale,
Okay.
and I hit for how much now? 3, right? Is that right?
2.
Well,
Oh,
I-
3.
2
Yeah.
plus
Well,
1
plus
is 4.
1. Yeah, sure.
There we go. And take those.
A 3.
Okay, that goes back to the bottom of my deck because I say so. All right, and then I get hit for 1, right? Darn it. I better be careful here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oof, I'm in trouble.
You
All
could
right.
join
I'm up to 6
Meserax in the
dice.
afterlife.
There we go, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Are
you kidding me?
What is with these rolls?
And
Wow.
I think I just got to.
Blake would have.
You could roll that and get an
try.
extra hit.
Why not?
Because that actually won't hurt. It won't matter if you roll
That's
that.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
you
your
still
turn.
only get one hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got 2 hits. And nothing else I can do with that.
That's
so,
correct.
That's correct.
And what are you taking?
So I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go over here.
I had
Wow.
one chance.
And I
Wow.
take just 1 hit. All right.
All right, so these are out, right?
Yes.
All right, now fleeing. Flee! That says 3. I can do 4.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Attack dragon. Roll 4 dice.
Nice.
Oh, you kidding me? Come on.
Oh, that's not a good start.
Are you kidding me? Come
Not
on.
looking good.
Oh, look at all that. How much health do you have?
Not very much.
Was that it?
That was.
That's-
It might have been
that's
actually
it.
one too many.
I
It
think
doesn't
I'm
matter.
done, right? No, I don't think so.
I think I'm gonna play this on you.
Do I take 2 hits for that?
You do.
Yes.
So many
So
empty
now you're dead.
I think I'm dead. 2,
You're dead.
4, 6, 8, 9. I'm dead.
You're dead.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Join me.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Wow.
And
Blake.
then there were 2.
Okay. So I
Although
move
I'm
up
still
to the
winning
roll
this game.
movement
Yeah.
dice.
Okay,
So,
try it.
3. 3 spaces.
Can you remove the dead fools from a path? There it is.
Squid.
There it is.
Oh no.
So I'm moving 3.
Heal 2 wounds.
So you don't have
big
to
old
move 3.
base.
It's up to
You
3.
get up to 3,
Well,
yeah.
I'm going to skitter, and I can move 2 additional spaces.
Of course you can.
You're going to go both?
Yeah. move
Take 2
additional-
dragon scales.
Okay.
So you want to get out? Is what you're saying?
He wants out.
You said let's get out,
All right.
didn't you?
I
There
want
you
to
go.
get out.
Okay.
There you go.
I want you to stay
Oh, wait, no,
here
that was
forever.
him. All right. All right.
Okay.
First player moves to Blake.
Let's go, Blake. I'm gonna cover this like this now because I don't trust you.
I know. Oh, it's just the 2 of
Can't
us.
look at it. Just
Just
the two of us.
We
Oh, I can take that if I want.
Give
Just the
me
2
that.
of us.
You can give me that.
Dragonscales.
That was very.
Okay.
Just a bunch of butts.
I got one more roll here. Oh, I actually never rolled this one.
Oh,
It was
boy.
in the back, so I'm gonna keep
dead.
that though.
Jenny's
Just
dead.
these 2?
Yeah, just these 2.
I know. They
You ready?
actually eliminated
Let's go.
themselves, really. We're
It's
good?
you, yep.
Okay.
It was the dragon. Don't blame us.
I know. So I've got 3. Yeah. Got 2. Yeah. I've got 2. Oh, that was a magic. I can find it.
It's the poison that hurts the most.
One of them. Okay. And 2 there.
Okay.
That's it.
So I got 4 of these. I'm gonna do that. And then I've got that, and I've got these 2, but I can change one to something else. I guess I can do one of these and one of these.
I love it.
You don't want to do that.
There we go.
Why?
All right.
I do.
So, do you want to be protected?
Yes, baby!
All right, so you're protected. We're still doing the Dragon Rage because we need to at least do this part. Are you still here? Dragon Fireball attack. The player closest to or on the entrance receives 1 villain wound. So that is Z Garcia, I believe, but he's protected.
Closest to the entrance.
No, I'm no longer.
No.
I'm not longer. Oh, closest to the entrance.
Entrance.
You're protected, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I'm
it would have been
protected.
Z.
I'm good.
Yeah. So
Don't
we're
mess
good.
with me.
So we don't need to mess with that. All right, so let's go to villainy.
Yep.
All right.
Villainy
Done.
2.
And then for me, it's draw
Steal, I can
2.
steal a dragon.
Yeah, steal a dragon. No,
That's
he's
it.
protected,
That was
actually.
it.
Oh,
That's it. That's the last straw.
So sad.
I know.
That was my favorite dragon scale.
Yeah.
That's the one I really like.
Okay, have to take this.
You're
Okay.
gonna die.
I
there we
did
go.
that too.
Dragon Eye.
Okay, let me get 2 of these,
There
and
you
I'll
go.
keep one.
There you go. Bada bing. All right. And then
Bada boom.
you're rolling a whole bunch of dice. There we
Put
go.
that
I'm going to
away.
keep this one. Here we
Here
go.
we
Crushing
go.
that dragon.
Yes.
Crushing that dragon.
Yes.
Crushing that dragon.
Yes.
Crushing that dragon.
Uh-oh.
First reroll,
Garbage.
second reroll,
Oh.
and I have a third reroll. Good. Now these don't hurt me, right? Because I'm protected.
You're protected.
Yep.
So I do 3 hits.
Yep.
Red, red, yellow. Red, red, yellow.
Enrage the
Now
dragon.
the dragon's
Dragon's
mad at you.
upset.
All right, so you're rolling 6, right?
Yeah. Okay.
At my behest.
6.
Look at that. That's all right. That's all
I
right.
crush you now.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that was a thing. That was a sword.
Do it.
No.
Do it. No. All right.
I'm done.
All right. So you take 1 hit.
Okay. Which
And 2 to
your
the
health?
dragon.
take
Nine.
no hit because it reduces.
Oh, that's right.
by
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
get nothing. So you do 2 damage. It's already enraged. Boom. Bada bing. All right. Now you're also running. You're fleeing. Flee.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's just you.
1. All right.
That is a 1, so you can
Are we
go up to
running
2.
late? Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Let's
a little
go
bit.
2. Let's go 2.
All right, 2. Pay 1 dragon scale to draw 1 treasure card.
Sure.
There we go. Boom. Treasure card. All right, first player passes to Mr. Z. Go
Now
to see
we're
it.
talking.
Now
Let's
we
is
make
it.
Go.
it.
This is it.
Everybody.
This should be
This
the last
is
round, I
it.
would imagine.
Oh, he's keeping.
It's coming up to a tight finish,
Not
ladies
great.
and gentlemen.
Oh, my worst roll.
My
Yes.
money's on Blake Widow.
I don't know.
It is.
Team
Never
Blake
going
Widow.
away. I'm
Blake
Team
Widow.
Blake Widow.
Give me that.
So roll these. That's okay. I'm gonna have to
Oof.
stop
I think
there.
I'm good.
How much health
Yeah.
do you have over there, Z? Like,
I've taken 4 and I can take 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a beast. He's got 2 heads. 5 for each head.
that's fair, yeah.
Okay, you good?
Yep.
It's me first.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put out a couple of these. And I'm going to. I have 2 of these, and then I can change one to whatever I want. So. Let's do that. Okay.
There we go.
Unfortunately,
choice.
All the way up.
Oh.
well,
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna get 2 of these.
Oof.
Sweet.
1 of these.
Yes.
Oof.
However,
All right. Oh,
I've got this webbing wall here. Maybe you should just put it on the screen because it's pretty good.
that sounds pretty
You
good.
know.
Webbing wall. You
Play the
pay 2.
beginning of the take action step to attack another player with your web. They cannot move or attack this round. Your choice. I think I'm gonna have to go with attack, right?
Well, you can pay 2 scales and do
let's just
both.
I think I'm gonna keep my skills.
All right.
You gonna do something to me?
I know. No, I mean yes, but not regarding that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep him and I'm just gonna have him not attack.
All right. Well, okay.
What step are we in here?
That was just.
So,
Take actions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the take
We're
action
at
step.
the beginning of the take action
yeah.
step.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're webbed up,
All right.
so you're not doing that.
Fine. I can do it.
I'll
I'm
take
glad
those
to
dice
know.
off the
I'm
attack
on your
thing.
back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are we going?
Yeah.
So what's happening? Okay, Dragon Rage. Flip
Dragon
it.
Rage.
Do
Here we
it.
go. Here we go.
Flip it. Do it.
So Z is well, no, Z's not in the first spot. So 1 damage to you because of your card, and then you get a dragon scale. Z is protected. Thought
I'm
you got
not
away.
protected.
It's just when
I'm
I
not
attack,
protected
so
anymore.
I will
There
get
you
2
go.
Okay.
that time.
Yeah, I'm not protected.
Okay. Oh, you're not. Okay. The player with the fewest villain wounds receives 2.
Okay, hold on. I take one of these before you go on. I take one of those. I get 2 wounds because I'm not protected.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play a card, I think, that lets me attack this fool, the dragon back.
Okay. And then each player is going to receive another villain wound
What?
because of the sweeping claws.
Here we go. I'm going to play this.
Okay.
It says, play when the dragon attacks you and inflicts at least 1 villain wound and immediately attack the dragon with 4 dice.
Oh, there we go.
Come here,
go.
dragon.
Here we go.
Wait, is that all me?
Yeah, that's you.
That's a problem. I don't care. Glory.
Okay.
Glory.
One more.
Here we go.
No.
I got another reroll.
Let's go. There we go.
Wow. Okay, fine.
Denied.
All right.
Fine. Okay,
Okay.
what's next? We did that and that? Mm-hmm. Did you do the resolve the thing?
Yeah, I did that one because I just gave you guys a bunch of wounds.
Oh, okay. What's next? Loot.
Loot.
You.
Draw 2, keep 1. Let me get
All right,
those.
get outta here.
I'm going to go for straight up victory.
All right.
Points.
And then you can attack
All right.
Blake.
Go ahead, Blake. Do those
Okay.
last 2. Do those last 2
Put that
damage.
under there.
So you need 6 dice.
6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nothing but hits. That's not great.
I mean, it's better than it could have been.
We need a lot more swords here. There we go.
There we go,
Now,
there we
we
go.
need one more. We need
No,
one more
that's
sword.
2.
Oh, that's 2.
right?
That's 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, see, is that 2?
Did he re-roll twice?
No,
or?
he did not.
Once. I just want to make sure you
Yeah,
weren't
no,
gonna-
he rolls again, right?
But he has no reason to because that ends the game.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's
right.
it.
Yeah. All right. There you
Do
go.
it.
I'm gonna stop.
Take it. Nope.
Do
this is-
it,
We're,
do
we're,
it.
we're, we're
Do
finishing
it.
this bad boy up. All right. So we've got some end game scoring there really quickly. You've got the rule book, Z.
Yeah, right. Sure I do.
That was a good try, Mike.
Nicely
I
done.
tried. All right. Victory
That was a
point
good
guy.
try.
All right, so you get 1 VP per dragon wound that you've done. All right?
Okay, sure.
Oh my gosh, we really need a score sheet for this. All right.
13, go.
7.
87.
11. All right,
52.
1 VP for every 2 dragon scales.
Oh,
Just
I
tell us
gave away
what
some of mine.
scores. I mean,
Yeah,
then we can do
one,
it, really.
one per wound. One,
Yeah.
one for every 2 dragon scales.
Okay.
1 for every villainy card in hand.
Okay.
Whatever the points on your treasure cards are.
Sure.
And then -1 per wound.
Oh, -1 per wound.
Oh, that's easy then. We can 3
Plus the awards, yeah.
I had 2 more, I think. 1, 2, 3,
8, 9.
Oh, but we should keep track of what color.
14, -7.
3.
I didn't have any treasure cards.
I have 6 points before we get to that stuff.
Oh, well.
All right, there we go. These cancel out.
All right. So the dragon died. Final wound of the dragon goes to Blake.
Okay.
Weakling, the least dragon wounds. Who did the least wounds to the dragon?
I have
2,
7.
4, 6, 7, 8. So that's Jenny. All right. Coward, closest to the exit if dragon is slain. That would be Blake, right?
There you go,
Yep.
buddy.
All right.
All right. Who had the most yellow wounds? I had 3.
3.
It's over here.
All right. There we go. Second most.
I also
3.
have 3, so
I don't know.
no one gets it because we're tied at
Neither of
3.
us get it.
Yeah, most reds. That's going to be Z. Second most reds is going to be Blake. Most blue, I've
have
got
4.
2, 4, 5.
6.
Yeah, we're done here.
There we go.
He cooked us.
He destroyed us.
Okay, you said every normal card is a point, right?
Yep. No, I'm out. I'm done. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Proud of you, Mazerax.
You shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be.
So
You know,
2,
he died a
is
glorious
5,
death.
6, 7, 8,
It's the way he would
9,
have wanted it.
Shut up, Mike.
10. Mine's easy. 10 points.
Really?
Yep, I suck.
These are 1 apiece.
I didn't even add mine up. I
Yeah,
think
but you
I
have to
had
remove
8.
all the use of 10.
Okay, well, you suck.
I had none of those poor cards.
Okay, fine. 10, 20,
La-da-dee-da-da-da.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
And 1
9,
point per
10.
wound? Did I hear
-1.
Minus 1.
La-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
4.
10, 20, 30, 41.
41. Jenny?
I don't know. I think I had 8.
Sure. 10.
I don't know.
43.
Hello!
Dude, that was so close.
Dominated.
Nicely
That was
done.
There you go,
close.
Blake.
All right, ladies and
Had your
gentlemen,
moment.
that was
Blake Widow.
Dragonscales.
Yeah.
I think you see the amount of fun that can be had with this game. So if you would like your own copy, perhaps you can win one. Go back to the beginning of the video if you did not see on how to win. But we are not done. We are not done. Stick around because we've got more fantastic videos from our contributors coming up. So stick around for those, and then we will be back live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Vanguard.
for Vanguard, ISS Vanguard, a Awakened Realms game. You're going to want to check that out. All right?
Yeah.
So until tomorrow, but don't leave for today, I'm Mike DeLisio.
I'm Blake B.
Z Garcia.
Jenny St. Arnold.
Have fun punching dragons in the face.
Oh, give me that.
Or slapping with tentacles.
Hi everybody,
Hello, we are Ryan and Bethany,
from Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
and today we're going to be bringing you our top 10 list of our top 10 favorite worker placement games. Alright, so we define worker placement games as where you have some kind of meeple or token that represents your worker, you're placing it on a board, and that action that you landed on is now no longer available to other people, or maybe it costs them some extra resources or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
or not as strong of a version of it. Alright, so that's worker placement. Let's kick it off with your number 10.
I will go first, after you just said we'll kick it off. So my number 10 is Harry Potter House Cup, and I really like, you're playing as a house in Harry Potter. You're either like Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff, and so you have different characters. in
Ravenclaw
the-
for life.
No, Hufflepuff for life. So anyway, so you're trying to build things up all together. So you have these different people, but you need them all to get stronger or to basically get better grades in their classes that they're taking. So I love that it's a Harry Potter thing that isn't about like defeating the big bad. It's literally about school. Like it's about getting better in school. And that it's like that you're trying to go to these places to build your characters up so they can be better. So towards the end of the game, you can do the things that you need to do.
Alright, so my number 10 is higher on someone else's list.
That's
whoever
me.
whoever that might be.
I'm the only someone else right now.
You never know. Maybe someone else pops in. No one else is gonna pop in. It's fair.
Yeah. Okay. So my number 9 is Sulkin the Mayan Calendar. Oh my gosh, this game is so much fun. So you have to do you have to place a guy?
Yeah, you place your worker.
But you have to.
You either place or pick up on your turn.
You have to do this. So when you place your workers, it's on this gear and it shifts, right? And so as it goes further along, it's like basically stronger and better actions that you can take. But the thing is, like Ryan said, you have to place or pick up. So if you place all your workers on there, you have to take one up on your next turn. And so it's just like difficult trying to figure out when you want to place them, when you want to do the other things, when you want to build to the structure that they're all building. And it is tasty. And last time I played, I beat my brother who like plays all the time online. So I feel awesome about that.
There you go. All right, my number 9 is Russian Railroads. Basically, you have classic worker placement. You're placing and on the board, and what you're doing is you're moving your train, you're moving your goods along this track, but everything's kind of stopped up by the good in front of it. So you have to move your black resources before you can get your gray ones, and you have to move your gray ones further out before you can get your brown ones and your white ones. And they all mean something. I don't know. They're just colors to me when I'm playing. But yeah, there's a whole lot of things you can do. But going first really matters in this game, so there's a spot where you can modify the turn order track, so that way the next turn you get to take the good actions, right? So yeah, this is a classic worker placement game. I love it. Russian Railroads.
My number 8 is Pendulum, and I feel really sorry about this game. I feel like, so there's 2 ways to play it, right? I love the real-time aspect where you're placing your bits or whatever they are and the actions, and you can't take them off until the sand timer moves, and that's when you can take it back and get whatever that was or pay to get whatever that was. And a lot of people didn't like the real-time action of that. I loved that. But there's also another way to play it, which I haven't heard a lot of people talk about, where you place it there and then you have this tracker and then you just move it down and it tells you
what things
shift. And so you don't even have to worry about the real-time aspect if you don't want it. And also the component quality of this game was fantastic.
All right, so my number 8, this is Kingsburg. This is a dice worker placement game. What I liked about this most is you could, let's say you rolled a 2, a 5, and a 4. You can place them on the 3 or the 2 spot, get whatever resources you get, the 4 spot, get whatever resources, and the 5 spot, get whatever resources you get. Or you can combine them all and move to the, whatever that math is, help me out.
I don't remember what you said.
I don't either. 11 maybe?
A bigger number.
A bigger number. The sum of those 3 dice, put it in that 11 spot or whatever, and get that bigger, better action. So that's kind of the name of the game, is trying to get those different resources so that you can get the most amount of points. I love this game, and it's really easy to block people too. So if you know that someone rolled 5, 5, 5, well, that 5 spots, you just put a 5 there quick, so then their turn's basically not going to be great. So I love Kingsburg.
Speaking of dice worker placement, my number 7 is Chai Tea for 2. This was really fun, really simple, didn't take up a lot of table presence. One of the things that's fun about this one is that when you place, there's 2 different spots where you want to have strings like 3, 4, 5 with your dice, or there's another spot where you just want pairs. So you can beat somebody out. So if I put like 3 2s somewhere and Ryan like wants a better version of that, he can put 4 4s there. And all of a sudden, he booted me out, and now he gets the better turn or the better action of there. And I thought that was really fun, that you can save and kind of hoard your dice in order to get the best actions in certain places and boot people out.
All right, my number 7 is Crisis. This is a game that's pretty hard to find, but if you can get your hands on it, I definitely suggest giving it a try. It's all about this crazy theme of a country has failed financially, and we are the people who are trying to build it back up, but at the same time, more importantly, profit off of that destruction. So you're gathering resources, you're converting resources into other resources, and you are trying to make these improve the economy of the country, but as long as it benefits you more. And you have this chain, these factories that you're picking up, and you have these workers that you have. So you have workers that you place on the board in order to do the actions, but then you also have other groups of workers that you have kind of running these machines, running these factories that are going to produce points and goods. So pretty interesting.
My number 6 is Paladins of the West Kingdom. This is kind of just like a placeholder for all of the of West Kingdoms because they're fantastic and they're great and you should play them. But Paladins, what I think is fun about this is your individual tracker board, right? You're drafting workers, and then all the workers are different colors, which means that they can do different things. And on your player board, you really need everything. You need certain colors to be higher before you're even allowed to take certain actions on other parts of your board. So you're just trying to even that out and slowly build everybody up at the same time. You can't ignore anything, kind of like the Harry Potter game, but this is a lot more intense than that.
All right, so my number 6 is Lords of Waterdeep. This is a classic worker placement game. I keep on saying classic. I'm overusing that. But anyways.
Classic worker placement. Yeah, it's so classic, Ryan.
It's classic. It's classic. It's got this D&D theme, the classic, theme. And when I was playing this...
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
When I was playing with friends of mine who are D&D players, they were getting a huge kick out of this little subtext was referencing some campaign we did 3 years ago or whatever, and they were loving that. And all the different things you send to fulfill these cards are these cubes, and they represent all these different workers and warriors and different things. I'm just so much more basic. I'm just like, all right, I need 4 orange, 2 blacks, 2 whites, cash them in, get the points, and move next thing. So that's just me. But what I really liked about the worker placement in this game was there's these extra action spots that you could purchase, put them on the board. Now, why would you do that? It's an action spot that everyone on the board can take. Well, you put your little token on it that says it's your color. Whenever someone takes that action, you get some kind of minor benefit in return. So now people are kind of like, oh, I can go to the main board and get 2 resources, or I can go to Ryan's board and get 3 resources. So I'm just going to go there, but then I get 1 resource too. Yeah. So I like having those extra action spots that you can add onto the board.
My number 5 is Legacy, the Testament of Duke de Crecy, and this is one of my favorite games. It's on my top 20, I think, for sure. I really enjoy this game. It's a huge table hog, though. You think it's just cards, it's not a big deal, but it takes up everything. So basically, you are a matriarch or a patriarch of your family, and you're trying to leave the best legacy behind. So you have all these generations, you are arranging marriages, you're having children, you're trying to do good in the community, and you do all sorts of things, but here's the thing, you can't do all of them in a turn. Right? So you're trying to figure out when to do certain things in a turn, and if somebody else is doing something, then you can't do that thing, and you're trying to do it on your own board. And there's the things that they can't take is cards on the side. Ignore that. But you have this board, and you're trying to place things, you're trying to do stuff, but you can't do everything, and you just want everybody to get married and have babies and make you sound awesome.
You're dead anyways by the time the 4th generation happens. What do you care?
It's your name. It's your legacy. It's great. I love it.
It takes up a ton of space, though.
It does. Oh my gosh!
Because you're making a literal family tree of cards.
You are, and you think they're not huge cards, or I don't know what size things are called, but they're smaller cards, but it's just a lot of them.
Yes. All right. So my number 5 is The Colonists. Whew, this one's going to take up your night. This is a 3-4 hour.
Is this a classic one?
This is the classic worker placement game. It's you're playing with 2 or 3 players. It's gonna take probably 3 or 4 hours. This thing is it's gonna take up a lot of time. But what it is you're starting off with these tiles, and as the game goes on, you're adding more and more tiles, and you're expanding the table, so it ends up taking up a whole giant table full of all these tiles. Each one of those tiles is an action spot where you can go move your meeple there, take that action. You are gathering resources, you're converting them into higher and higher resources, and ultimately, as the rounds kind of keep on adding on, there are more and more scoring opportunities, more and more, because there's cards, the tiles come out based off how complex they are, I guess. So at the very last round, there's just a ton of really cool sounding tiles, and you want to rush your meeple over there to get them, but then someone might beat you to it too. So I really enjoyed The Colonists.
My number 4 is Buru, and this is I love the theme of this game. The theme of this, look it up.
It's Indonesian, really Polynesian,
nautical,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just really fun. Before you take your actions, you secretly kind of bid on the strength of it, and that determines who gets the best version of that action. So I just think that's super fun, and one of the highlights of this game for me is that it is my sweet spot of gameplay, that like light to medium Euro is like, it's like designed for me. I'm sorry, I said like 4 times.
Is it it's a classic?
It's
Bethany
like
to say.
like a classic. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even a classic. It's not even out yet. It's coming out later on.
Yeah,
but we had a chance to play it early.
Yeah.
And we loved it.
Oh gosh, it's like my sweet. Like I said it again.
Oh boy.
It is my
It's late.
sweet
It's like
spot.
almost 9:00 p.m. where we are. Super late.
Yeah.
You can tell she's.
I'm losing it. Boo-roo.
Boo, number 4. My number 4, this is Raiders of the North Sea. In this game, you have one worker on hand at any given time. You place that worker down to take an action, but then your second half of your turn, you pick up a different worker, a different meeple from a different spot, and also take that action. I think that is a really cool way to get 2 actions at one time, for one thing. You can really set up your turns, and you know, it makes like what would feel like a 2-hour game in a 1-hour time frame, so you really get a lot of satisfaction out of it. But more importantly than that, there's several different colors of meeples, and each one can only go to certain areas, or they're better at certain things. So the meeple that you pick up on your turn, you're kind of planning ahead of where you want to place it on your next turn, because then you get to take that action and then pick up a different meeple. The board kind of expands and creeps up as you're Vikings raiding the sea, so you kind of move up on the map as the game goes on. I really enjoy Raiders of the North Sea.
All right, everybody. My number 3 was actually Ryan's number 10. And that is Tidal Blades Heroes of the Reef. This was, I'm saying they're all super fun because they're all on my top 10, so I think they are all super fun. I'm saying this genuinely. So this game was super fun, and
oh man, we need a better adjective for you.
We do.
It was very enjoyable.
No, it was like super fun.
It was like totes fun, yo.
Totes my goat. So in this game, there's all these different islands that you're traveling to. You're trying to prove that you're this awesome person, right? You're this awesome warrior because all these like animals, these creatures are breaking in.
Like half of your games are about islands. Settle down with the island games.
No, I think there's only 2.
All right, fine.
2 out of 10. But
That's
so
20%.
all the islands have an ability that you get when you go there. But depending on where you go, you also get an additional ability, and they're all different from all the different places. And you can also like perform these feats of awesomeness at all the islands that you have to, right? That's not what they're called, but I like calling them feats of awesomeness now. Also, production quality of this game was fantastic.
This is my number 10. I agree. What I liked about this game, as far as the worker placement goes, it was there's islands, and then on that island there's be 3 or 4 different actions. Where you go, you take that individual action from that individual spot, but then you also get a bonus for whatever island you landed on. So you get 2 for the price of 1 every time you go, which is so important. Yeah, there's only like 12 actions you get throughout the entire course of the game, so you really want to maximize the the combo of those things and time it all so that way you have what you need when you need it. Yeah. Whew, it's a good one.
Your 3.
So my number 3. This game is in my top 10 of all time. I'm so surprised. The way I did my ranking was kind of how I thought how good the worker placement itself was. So I was surprised that it wasn't higher, but it's still number 3. And that is Agricola. Often imitated Caverna, never duplicated Caverna. Got a tickle in my throat. Feast of Odin. And
that's not a tickle.
And man, I love this game. It is just so strong. The game ramps up really nicely. You have 4 rounds at first to get to, get all the things you need before the harvest. Then 3 rounds, then 3 rounds, then 2 rounds, then 1 round. So you have to really kind of get everything ramped up. You're gathering all these resources. You are getting animals. You are building this farm, which is a boring theme, but we're from Iowa, so we dig it. Okay. And also, this was the first game that I played, at least, that had like that whole place your workers to get more workers in the it's like Stone Age, we go to the Love Shack and then all of a sudden you have a new worker in the next round.
Where did they come from?
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Agricola, my number 3, so good, in my top 10 of all time.
Yeah, and my top 10 least favorite games of all time. There's a point of contention there. Anyway, so my number 10
Wait, your number 10?
My number 2 is either Ryan's number 2 or number 1. Wait to find out.
All right, well, my number 2 is Francis Drake. All right, so this game, I've heard it talked about so many times, and I've just never gotten a chance to play it. And then recently we got to go to a gaming getaway, and played it for the first time and just fell in love. What a great game. It's got 2 phases to each round. The first round is kind of like its own, kind of like Takedo, where it is this track where you're going along getting resources, but you can never go backwards. So once you can go really slowly, go 1 action at a time, make sure you get every single resource from every single spot, but then you'll be the last one to get back to the base which affects the turn order for the second half of the round. Or you can jump ahead, strategically pick where you want to be, get the resources that you really desperately need and nothing else, so that way you can get higher on the turn order track. So then once you have all your goods, then you have a whole second phase of the game of each round where you actually use those resources to go out and you can fight other pirate ships, you can fight strongholds and different castles and things along the coast, and trying to get points that way. So there is 2 phases, and they're both kind of a worker placement in a way. A lot of fun. Francis Drake, my number 2.
My number 1 is a game I am just really obsessed with right now, and that is Genotype. So this game is all about genes. You're basically like breeding peas, right? So you want to have the peas that are...
Like we said, we're from Iowa. Farming games really rank high for us.
You want certain flowers, or you want them to be tall or short, and it's all about these Punnett squares on probability of how often something is going to happen. So you're trying to be somebody who could be in the different things, like the different characteristics of these pea plants. And so you're wanting to be there first or second because you need things on your own board, but you're rolling the dice, and so you might not even get what you need. And it's just like, I said again.
It's all right.
Guys,
it's okay.
I am so sorry. It's fun, and I would definitely play it.
I mean, watch the movie too. Pea Farming, the movie. My number 1, Destiny's number 2. This is Kanban, specifically Kanban EV. This is the newer version, and oh my gosh, this game is so good. I work in automotive parts, so this game feels like work to me, but in a good way. And I'm the boss at work, but in this game,
You're the Sandra.
There's this Sandra, there's an actual supervisor that's chasing you down throughout the factory and making sure that you're doing all your work and doing all your training in each area, which is just hilarious, and she's my role model.
Yeah. She really makes people perform well.
It's true. She's a true motivator. There's nice Sandra and there's mean Sandra, so you can play with her either way, but mean Sandra is, better.
Yeah. We are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. Let us know which games you agree with, which games we missed from your list.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic summer spectacular, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, Kim here from Tabletop Rebellion, and I'm here with a special top 5 list for the Summer Spectacular. Now, on our channel, we love to showcase game components. I just can't help myself sometimes. I love adding those extra bits and pieces to a game. It just adds to the immersive experience and theme. So, before I even start on our list, I want to add this little asterisk. You don't actually need any of the upgrades I'm talking about today to play or enjoy a game. These just happen to be a few of the ones that we recommend the most. Alright, let's get this started. Coming in at number 5, I want to talk about inserts. Now, we've all been there, right? We have the publisher that attempted to include an insert and failed miserably. But what about the ones who have succeeded? So pick up games like Parks or Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig from Stonemaier, and you'll find those amazing game trays in them. Now, these things make storing and setting up a game a dream. But they aren't the only options. So take City Builders Ancient World, a recent Kickstarter delivery from Inside Up Games. They designed their own insert for the game. So every piece has its place, and I have tested it out on the shelf sideways, transporting it to a game night, and had no issues. And then finally we have our aftermarket inserts from companies like Meeple Realty and Broken Token. These teams are puzzle masters. They create and design these inserts so everything just has its place. You just have to build it correctly. But the results are usually quite helpful. Now, our Broken Token insert for Lords of Waterdeep drastically reduced our setup time. So inserts often solve a storage and setup problem, and that is why it is our number 5 component upgrades we think you should try. Moving on, number 4 on my list may not be a favorite on everyone's table, but for some, it can open up an entirely different hobby. I'm talking about miniatures. Now, we have a talented minis painter here on our team, so that might be how we got a few extra votes on this one, but we like minis. They can be unique for each player, they add a 3D element to the board, and they can be painted if you enjoy doing that sort of thing. Now, could you use a colored cube in its place? Yep, you sure can. And if that's what you like to do, then party on, Wayne. Greenbrier Games has some outstanding minis in their Folklore the Affliction line, and Lucky Duck's recent Destinies release is also a new favorite. Some games rely heavily on minis to immerse the player into the game, like Firefly the Game from Gale Force 9 or Star Wars Rebellion from FFG. But you can even find minis in games like The Godfather. Painted or not, we think they add an extra depth to gameplay, and that's why they made the list. Okay, number 3 brings a little noise to the table with that oh so satisfying sound of metal coins. And I'll be honest, that's the main reason we like metal coins in our games. That clink sound you hear when you rake in some income, it's just so fun. Especially when you have more than your opponent. So Garfield Games has some excellent metal coins in their North Sea and Architects collections, and they can be used for other games as well. We use our Scythe coins for multiple games. There are several different styles of metal coins you can pick up that can be used for lots of different things. Draw Labs offers a great Kickstarter, usually yearly for some of these. Now I want to tack on a sort of honorable mention for iron clays. While not technically metal, these can be really fun to use, especially in Western themed games. They also provide that satisfying sound when you stack them together. And at the end of the day, cardboard bits work for money too. Just avoid that paper monopoly money. Now we're getting down to things that will absolutely influence my purchases. If a game has these last two, it's totally got my attention. So at number 2, I'm talking about acrylic tiles or bits. So you do have a couple of different options here that I've lumped together, but let me focus on the tiles first. They just bring table presence with them. Fight in a Box offers collector's editions of all of their small box games as acrylic tiles, and they're just amazing. 25th Century Games also recently released Kohaku with some beautiful fish tiles. Now, these games will play the same with cardboard pieces or even cards, but the acrylic tiles add in just a little something extra that can really make the art pop. I love these for the table presence that they bring. So switching over to the acrylic bits, and you most often find Geek Bits from Board Game Geek. You can also find things like this on Etsy, but some of the best acrylic tokens are the ones for Quacks of Quedlinburg. And while they are a little pricey, they added some longevity that the cardboard pieces were not going to be able to provide. Now I'll admit, this particular one is probably more personal preference than some of the others on our list. If I truly love a game and plan to play it a lot, then I'm going to look for these types of bit upgrades so that I don't have to worry about the cardboard wearing from use, and it's just a little extra bling on the table. We're down to number 1. We've already talked about inserts, minis, metal coins, and acrylic tiles and bits. Now, I should throw out another honorable mention for playmats, but that's not my number 1. Nope. It is custom shaped pieces. I absolutely love these things. I've seen more and more Kickstarter stretch goals using these as an incentive, but to be honest, it's becoming a fun way to add just a little something extra to make a game stand out in a crowd. And in a somewhat booming time for games, this is a good way to stand out. So you'll find these in games like Everdale from Starling Games. All of the resources are custom, from squishy berries to sticks, and it just adds a level of depth to the theme that I truly enjoy. Elf Creek Games is really starting to shine in this area, so if you check out their latest release, Honey Buzz, you'll find custom bee meeples, or beeples, and just incredible bits representing the nectar the bees produce. Then you have games like New York Zoo from Capstone Games that have custom wooden animal pieces to play with. I love the board presence that these types of bits have, and they're just incredibly fun to play with. Give me that added layer of theming every day of the week. So that does it for this list. Did you agree with any of our picks? They may or may not be for everyone, but for us, they add more depth and fun to our game time. Tell us some of your favorites in the comments. Until the next video, follow us at Tabletop Rebellion to see how we're bringing people together one game at a time.
Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to Semper Ludimus, the last video we have. We had 5 videos in our top 50-50 for Semper Ludimus, our celebration of our favorite games. This is Jason from Shelf Stories.
I'm Liz from Beyond Solitaire.
And we are here to finish off this project. We are finishing off, I think all these videos are going to come into the Summer Spectacular. There's a lot of videos, so I don't know if this one might get lift off either that one or afterwards. But you know, Summer Spectacular, it's going to be summertime sometime, so enjoy. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their summer. This was a stretch goal from the Dice Tower, so we are finally finishing our obligation on that one, but not really an obligation. We like this, right, Liz?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fun to talk about games. It's fun to talk about games with you, so it's good.
It's fun to hang out at 7:30 in the morning because we're both early worms. You're an early worm just by choice. I'm an early worm by circumstance. By 2-year-old circumstance.
Yeah, my natural wake-up time. So my alarm during the week, during the year is set for about 4:30, and then I'm naturally around by 5:30.
Okay.
So...
and I'm like, oh my God, my kid is waking up. I might as well record with Liz. Here you go, honey. Take care of the kid. I'm going downstairs. Okay, so we're just doing 10 to 1. And this is there's gonna be we've already our first set of videos, the first 3, not a lot of crossover, but now we're starting to get a little bit of crossover. Now you're gonna see where Liz and I really come together. And I have a feeling that there's gonna be at least 3. 2.
I don't know, man.
Well, actually, okay. So not that we're not going to.
There's going to be at least 2.
Here. It's going to be at least 2. But there's a couple games that appeared earlier on your list.
Okay. All right. Okay, so there'll be more then, because I'm looking for mine. It's like spades. It's like how many?
All right. So let's get to number 10. X. Number X.
Number
X marks the spot.
Yes. So my number 10 is. It just speaks to my heart as somebody who loves Roman history, and my number 10
Let me guess, Carthage.
No. Don't. Why would you profane this video with the mention of that game? Like, my God. Okay, so y'all, do you want to have tea time before we get in the top 10? Because we're gonna have to do it now. So there's like a deck building game called Carthage. You're gladiators. You're running around in the arena. You play cards to move, and you play cards to hit people. There was
I don't think we need to talk about that game.
Based on an app, and one of Jason's and my early bonding experiences was me meeting him over Skype and us attempting to make that work, and it didn't. But our friendship did.
Yes. We are bonded there.
No, my number 10 is Stilicho, Last of the Romans. It's from Hollandspiel. It's designed by Robert Zaleski, and it is just about being Stilicho. He's a great general. He worked for the Emperor Honorius, and he eventually got his head cut off by about turn 3 in the actual game, and you're trying to see if you can do better than him, managing multiple uprisings and a pretender to the throne, and this guy back in Rome who thinks that you suck and like puts a bunch of poison in the well about you. And there's just all kinds of like stuff that you have to balance. And I know that war games aren't for everybody, but this one is fairly simple. It's very card driven. You're looking to play cards to either do actions or play the event on the cards. You have to decide what you're going to do with your hand, which I love as a thing. And this is also, it's an improvement on the Wars of Marcus Aurelius system, which is a game I already really loved. And I think Stilicho is just that bit smoother. I like both still. I have both. And, if you just want to like sit around and think about how tough it would have been to be a Roman person in charge, Stilicho is a good one. And I pull it out all the time. It's like a comfort game at this point. Yeah.
I got nothing. Like you with Takenoko. Yeah. Me with whatever that word is, silico or whatever it is. This game that my number 10 appeared on your list earlier, Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars is it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I know like people think it's overhyped and you know they kind of don't get it, and it's like I don't know. If you like card play, has your card play. I like the theme. I like what Mars looks like after the game, you know, and it makes sense to me. It makes sense, you know. I can see, you know, you're doing the tracks like, you know, you're heating up the planet, and at some point the glacier explodes, and you know you get an ocean out of it. That makes sense to me, you know. And I like seeing the 9 oceans, and I like seeing the trees, you know, the flora and all that kind of stuff. And you know, it's one of those games that I don't think there's a really great expansion for it. Like I think Colonies is probably the best expansion. Prelude is, I don't count that as a real, and that's more like a fix. It's like, here you go. Prelude was like, okay, you know, get started earlier, and that's more like a fix than an actual like kind of module. So yeah, I just play like basic, you know, Terraforming Mars. When I first got it, I played every single corporation. I wanted to beat the solo with every corporation. Some of them are better than others. So some of the corporations have nothing to do with solo, like the city one. You don't play cities in solo. And then I was done. I still have it. It's here. Is it here? It's over there. Don't look at my basement, people. But then the app came out, and it become one of my comfort food apps. Like I have a very small cluster. Like I have a lot of purchased apps, but a lot of them kind of drop off, and there's a small cluster that are like, I'm just gonna keep on going back to it again and again when I want it like a quick experience. Terraforming Mars is one of them. So I mean, it's amazing, and I'm not quite sure. Like I think I compare it to Through the Ages. I'm not quite sure why this one's high, so much higher. Like not 10 is really high. I guess it's just because I've played it so much more. You know?
Yeah. I think that like having a game, you have a relationship with the game as well as just whether you enjoy the gameplay or not, and it matters.
Yeah, I have a relationship with Terraforming Mars at this point. Like, I think it's cool. I think the concept of like molding Mars into something is really cool.
Awesome. All right, so my number 9 is also probably not your cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. It is Pavlov's House. It is one of the Valiant Defense games.
I've actually heard of that one, though.
Yeah, it's from David Thompson. It's published by Dan Person Games, and I just really like it. I enjoy this game because it's a story every time. It's about defending a besieged apartment building in the Battle of Stalingrad, and you basically have a 3-phase turn. There's one phase where you're trying to do operational support from basically the other side of the river. And so you're trying to keep your communications open and get supplies to the guys in the apartment building. Then the Germans go and mess with you. And then you have the apartment building itself where you have to distribute your energies between, dealing with the encroaching soldiers, making sure everybody has something to eat, putting people in positions that make sense inside of the building as it continues to crumble. There's a lot of die rolling. There's a lot of drama. It's very difficult to win. And I like it like that. It's just really good. You know, David Thompson has done other games in this series. Some people might prefer Castle Itter, which is another solo Valiant Defense game where you are in like a really strange battle where it's like a combination of some like there's like a French tennis player and there's a former SS officer, there's Americans, they're all fighting against the Germans for one last big stand. It's more tactical, but I like the operational aspect of Pavlov's House still, and so I really like it. If you want to try a war game that's dramatic and exciting and not too hard to learn, it's a good one.
Okay. I'm sorry, David Thompson's a really nice guy. He's always he contacts me. He's like, I watched my show. I'm inspired by my stuff, and I'm like, I feel so bad. Besides, like Undaunted, at some point, maybe.
You are missing out.
I need the
That's
right
what I'll tell you.
circumstances.
That's what you're missing out.
Okay, so my number 9 is, I feel like an evolution of Terraforming Mars, and I feel like it's a better overall game. It is Underwater Cities. Underwater Cities is everything that Terraforming Mars is, more. There's a worker. It's multi-use cards and combo chaining cards and building your empire. But there's another level of worker placement. There's just another level of progression along the game. So like you can get your city is going to grow and grow. because you have this like little city, you're kind of like laying out stuff, and like you lay your little dome, your little rods and everything. So you get that sense of growth, the same thing that you get in Terraforming Mars, but just, you know, it plays out differently. It plays out, I think, a little bit more. It's abstract, but I feel a little bit more invested in the city that I'm building because it's mine, as opposed to kind of like being on a shared board. And the card play, you know, and it's not a game I own. I want to. Like it's one of those, like, you know, whenever if a trade comes up and it's advantageous, like boom, there, I'm finally gonna get underwater cities in my life. I have to be really careful because there's a previous edition from, I think it was like the German printing was just like really janky, like, you know, they didn't have like very low production, and then like I'm looking for like a making sure I have the new edition, which is really good. So yeah, no, Underwater Cities is fantastic, and it's another one of those games where if there was an app, I'd be playing it forever. So yeah, and I know like it's weird to talk about because I know we're gonna get comments about that, about like if it's an app game and if it's on the list of, you know, because an app doesn't count. It's part of my gaming diet. It's part of my board gaming diet, and we explained it before. It's like, you know, you learn the game and we play the game and we're happy to play the game. It's not like we prefer the game to the app. It's just fills in when we can't play the game. So it's part of the complementary experience. So no, but I think that Underwater Cities is available honestly, on some. It's not available on some, like, you know, like Board Game Arena. It's not a Board Game Arena, but it's like one of those types of sites. So if I wanted to, I could play it and like
Tabletopia or something.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Underwater Cities is amazing. Oh my god, card play! I love card play, and I think it's the best combo generating card play that I played.
Awesome, super awesome. Yeah, I've not played it. Want to? Looking for my opportunity. You know how it goes. So many. We gotta make that list, Liz. We gotta make that list of like games. There's just so many games.
Games that we play.
There's so many games that like. Yes. Well, it's the other thing that makes these lists hard, right? It's like I haven't played every game, or even if I've played a game that's great, I might not have played it enough to feel like comfortable putting it anywhere or reviewing it or anything. And you know, that's just how it is. And we are spoiled for choice. It's a beautiful thing, actually.
Beautiful thing.
But my number 8. I sing the praises of this game every time. I will until everyone tries it. It is Thunderbolt Apache Leader. That game is awesome. It's about being a helicopter pilot and you just go around and bomb stuff, which sounds terrible, but like it's great. So basically it's a Dan Verson game again. I really apparently like these solo only, you know, like little war games. But basically, instead of just like doing one-off missions, you have this campaign. It can be as long or short as you want. There's like some different options for that. But you pick these pilots, you develop them over time so they gain experience, they gain trauma, their planes get damaged, so you have to like allocate resources to repair them. You can lose people in flight and like have to try to go find them. And the thing that tickles me is I get really attached to these pilots, but they're actually all the same looking guy with like a dad bod, and they all have names like Daddy-O or like Pirate. And I imagine them playing a lot of volleyball or something. But, you know, at the same time, it's like you get so attached to them because you put so much investment into helping them grow over the course of like mission after mission after mission that you get really upset when something happens. And so I love the point allocation aspect where you're trying to figure out like, okay, how do I want to outfit myself? What weapons do I want? What aircraft do I want? You know, do I want to run this green horn pilot who doesn't know what he's doing, or do I want to risk my veteran again, even though he's like not feeling so hot right now? What do I do? All of that is just so immersive for me. I really get a huge kick out of it every time. I like that game a lot.
So Liz and I and a couple other people, we've mentioned the one player goal a lot, and we've mentioned the one player, the top 100 people's choice for solo games that they do every single year. Kevin Erskine is a good friend of ours at this point, and on Shelf Stories and on my old podcast, we would do commentary episodes. So that's kind of like a running commentary of all these things. And then every year that I have Liz on, no matter where Thunderbolt Apache Leader is, no matter what we're talking about, Liz will find a way to spend 10 minutes talking about Thunderbolt Apache Leader, which has not been expanded, which has not been re-released, which is the same game over and over again.
Yes, it has. There was an expansion in the past year.
What?
You don't know what you're talking about, sir. Also,
not when we were talking about the list.
Kevin agrees.
There's some things where it's like the conversation just naturally turns back to, oh, we're talking about Thunderbolt Apache Leader again? How'd that happen?
Kevin is my ally in this.
It's true. It's true. I did it. I did it. I invited
appreciates
people
the
on.
glory that is this game.
Another one of those games. I hesitate to even say put it on the list, but like of all the war games that you've mentioned, that's probably the one that I would be most curious about because of the layer of investment, the development of the character over multiple campaigns. That one sticks out to me as something I would like. All right. So my number 8.
Yeah.
My number 8, we're going again back to the cooperative space. I went to the strategy space for a couple of turns. Don't worry, people. Back to co-ops. This one is Ghost Stories. So Ghost Stories is a famously difficult 1 to 4 player cooperative game where you are a Taoist monk and you are in a village, and the village is made up of 9 tiles. And on the outsides of those tiles, on all 4 sides, ghosts are invading. 1 per turn. You're going to flip over a card, and then ghosts are going to somehow do something. They have all sorts of inventive ways to kind of mess with you, mess with your village. You can haunt the tiles. So like some of the ghosts are like minis. They can kind of progress forward. Some of them, inhibit your powers, like the really nasty black ones that inhibit your powers. Some of them summon other ghosts. So there's a lot of variability in the enemies that are coming towards the city. But you have resources to combat them. You get power tokens which are color coded, so like you can trigger your own personal power. You can increase your movement. You can use the village tiles. You have that for you. It's famously hard. I personally believe people think it's hard because they don't know how to play, and the positioning, people don't really get the positioning, or people don't get the the fact that, okay, I'm gonna go roll against this thing. How many resources do you have? Not many. So why are you rolling? Just let them go and go get resources so that you can fight them later. And so it's one of those games that challenges you to not just react. Like you have to invest in preparation, even if it's painful, in order to be able to beat Ghost later. So I have okay time with it. My win rate is okay at all the different player counts. Like I'll either play with the 4 characters or I'll play with 1 character with the special rules. Thematic is all get out. I mean, I have the Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy playing in my head the entire time. I think I sang multiple songs when I did a playthrough for it in One Stop Co-op Shop. I sang the different sounds off the soundtrack of that old movie. Man, no, it's probably, I don't know if it'd be that high if it wasn't for my nostalgia for the Bruce Lee type movies and ancient martial arts. So no, but Ghost Stories is a fabulous game, reiterated with the game called Last Bastion. You haven't heard about it. There's a reason for that. Why are you going to reiterate if you're not really going to improve on this scenario? And it doesn't really improve on the core Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is fine. It just on its own. I know you've played Ghost Stories. You have to have played Ghost Stories.
Yeah, I've played Ghost Stories. It's fine. Look.
Whatever.
But I don't have the same nostalgic attachment to it.
Right.
So it's just a different vibe for me.
Absolutely.
But my number 7 is a Love We Share. And this number 7 is where I have Sentinels and Multiverse. I just love that game. I have everything for that game, including the giant playmat. I like to play it myself. I like to teach it to other people because even though there's a lot to keep track of, like the turn structure is so simple that anybody could really play it with you. And if you
take the tracking out for people, they'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I handle the tracking if people need it when we play. So, sure. But I love to play the app. I love to play it myself. I love to play with other people. I've had great memories on game night of this game. I bought everything for this game. I backed the new version of this game. Like, obviously, I really freaking love Sentinels of the Multiverse. And it's just still the one for me. And like, I say that, I like Marvel Champions a lot. I really do. I'm very curious about Hour of Need coming up, and I like superhero stuff in general. But Sentinels is still the one for me.
It's the one
at this time. Just where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I said what I had to say about Sentinels. That is your number 7. So very good.
Yeah, love it.
Okay, so my number 7, you've played. You thought it was okay. Know what it is, do you? Okay, you don't know what it is.
I'm waiting.
No, you can guess. At this point,
I don't remember.
We can guess the different things on our list. I think I can guess your next, I can guess at least 5 of your next 7. So anyway, depending on how you introduce it. So anyway, so This one is, like I said, my smallest game that I play over and over again. I have it next to my bed. If I want to just play it, bang out a quick game, I'm going to do it. It is a game that you've probably never heard of, people. So this game is Mageling. So Mageling is a card and dice game, very simple. Well, like simple as concept. That's a very, very small box. And you are, like the theme is like you're like you're a magician, you're Mageling, and you are traveling across the land to try to, like, you start off at this like low power point, but then you're traveling from place to place. You have to overcome the obstacles. So then you're rolling your dice and you're gathering cards. So there's a market. You have to buy the cards with the energy that you generate. And as you buy the cards and fill your tableau, you'll be able to program the dice and accomplish, like powers that the cards give you. So then at the beginning, you don't have a lot to accomplish, just kind of like, gathering resources. But by the mid game, you're going to have enough cards to like assign your 5 dice and like make something happen on your tableau. This, you assign your dice here, it triggers this card. This card triggers that card. And you get these cascade effects. And that's what I love. I love that when you can create a cascade effect. One Deck Dungeon is an analog game. So people know One Deck Dungeon, you start small, but then as you get more powers, you can trigger this and trigger this and trigger this, and then like accomplish a lot. I just prefer this one. I think it's cleaner. I think it's kind of mathematically very solid. I rarely have games that feel just completely wonky and I can't do anything. One Deck Dungeon does that, because sometimes One Deck Dungeon, you can't physically do the ladder in front of you. You're a strength character and it's all agility in front of you. In this game, I just feel like the way it was constructed, I don't run into that problem. It's just everything, the cards generally come out and they're clean, and I can do what I need to do. I get enough to accomplish a thing. And sometimes it comes together where it's like I'm accomplishing huge things and I can just blow through. And that's really satisfying too. Mageling, it's a small game, small publisher. You probably can't get it. I'm very blessed to have had it in my life. It's one of those things I was just very lucky to find it. And it's my number one filler. It's my go-to filler. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah. I did not like the game as much as you, but
it's what we're all about. It's what we're all about.
Yeah, but I mean, I totally respect, like, it has a lot of charm, and I think sending it to you is a good idea. it's
No
made
need.
for you.
No
like,
need. You don't need to send this to me. I this one, mine is gonna be around forever.
No. I mean, like, you getting it coming in your hands is like, every game needs its advocate and like the person it's a match for, and that's Mageling, and absolutely. It works out. So my number 6. Now we're getting into some serious contenders, at least for me. So number 6 is a lot of people's number 1, but please, it's still amazing though. It's Spirit Island.
Number 6. Wow, number 6.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Spirit Island is great. It's a wonderful game. There are other games that I prefer to play, but I really, really, really like Spirit Island. And so if you've not played it, do know it's got a little bit of a learning curve. I don't think it's because the game itself is that difficult. It's because the rhythm of the game is hard. Like you are playing these spirits who are defending an island from colonizers, sometimes very specific ones, depending on what scenario you're playing. And they come onto the island and you have to get rid of them. The wind conditions change depending on how much you can scare them. So fear is a component of the game, but you're also just positioning yourself, spreading your influence around the map of your island. You get stronger as the game goes by. You build a better hand of cards. And it's about anticipating, okay, there are explorers here. I know that they're going to do X thing next turn. Do I worry about, shoring things up here? Or am I anticipating something happening in another part of the board? And, figuring out how to hold it all in your head can be a little bit difficult at first, I think, but that's a really satisfying game. It's a cooperative game, so you work with your friends or just yourself, which is semi-usual. But it's a really excellent game. A lot of variety among the spirits. I definitely do recommend it. Really, really good. I'm just bitter because the People's Choice Top 100 has been putting this at number 1, and I disagree about number 1. Other than that, it's good.
I may have some things to say about Street Island a little bit, so we're going to hold off on that. My number 6 is Sleeping Gods. Brand new hotness.
Ooh, I need to play that.
Yep, you need to play it. The best narrative game I've played. Not just because of like the quality of the writing or the quality of the exposition or whatever it is. I feel like, because Ryan Lockett, Red Raven Games, had a couple of passes at it, above and below, near and far. You know, this game isn't in that line, but just a couple of passes at how to integrate Euro mechanisms with exploration and storytelling and pacing. I think that's what makes this game stand out for me. It's big, right? Do you want to make Skyrim the board game? Don't make Skyrim the board game. You know, like that's not a one-to-one translation, but it's big and there's a lot of places to explore. And the pacing of the exploration, you go here, you do a thing, you have an adventure. You go here, you do a thing, you get into a combat, and the combats are very kind of mathematical, Yuri, but you know, you don't want a complicated combat system, right? It's just, you know, like a little bit of a puzzly thing. So then the pacing of the story and how it unfolds and how you learn about yourself, and you have these characters, and what some people complain about is like it's a huge table presence and you have tons of characters, and you kind of have to keep track of them all because you have to take advantage of all their powers in order to be able to do your thing. So it could be a lot, but I don't care. It's depth and the world that unfolds for me, the relaxation, the flow. I think I get a better sense of narrative flow. And what I mean by flow is like time disappears. Like I am not playing a game. I'm in. As much as the board game can do that, right? I've played many video games that do it a little bit better in terms of that immersion, but like in terms of board game that tickles my tactile, my puzzle solving, and just wants to immerse me, it's the best because of its size, its scope, and its pacing. And it's just everything comes together for me. Sleeping Gods. I haven't even finished. Like I'm still like kind of I have it. It's one of those games that's like you lay it out and I'll get to it when I get to it. It's like, man, that table needs to be used.
Never.
I haven't finished my first adventure, but like just you know, like where it's going, and like I've seen playthroughs. Like I'll watch vicariously through other people, especially when I was waiting for it. So it's fantastic. Number 6.
Excellent. That's a good choice. I'm really excited to play it. I have it. I just need to find that time.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to really eat me up for a couple weeks at least of just playing it a lot.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. At least.
Yeah. All right. So my number 5. It is a deck builder. It is
Aeon's End.
It is not. It is a game that
No, you don't.
it is a game that I actually bought everything for this game. I absolutely love it at both player counts. I know that a lot of people don't like to just play against a random deck for solo, but I also sort of feel like this is America's game. It's Baseball Highlights 2045.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I would love for Phil Millman to come beat me at this game just so I could play it again. I love Baseball Highlights. It's a great game. If you haven't played it before, you're basically starting with the starter team in a world where baseball has like gotten boring for people, but how I love baseball.
Not this year. Baseball is this year, please. How many strikeouts can you watch in one game, please?
But things are getting exciting now because there's no more sticky stuff on the balls. So now you get to watch people get mad about getting checked. I mean, this is drama-rama right here.
Yeah, I want to watch like the umpire go out to the pitcher 3 different times to check the balls. Like
that actually has. Well, I mean, if you're gonna get a striptease out of it, I mean, did you see that? One of the Athletics like took his pants.
Baseball Highlights 2045.
So, in Baseball Highlights, this is a world where you're playing against robots. You're playing against people who have had like bionic adjustments made to their arm, like pitchers with a robot arm. And you also have naturals who are trying to play against all of this. And you're building this team, and it's instead of being like baseball where you have innings, like it's like everything's happening at once. It's super wild. The AI, some people complain about the solo version because you basically just mix a deck and it can be a little bit random. I find that it's still really hard actually because you're playing weaker players against just really, really good cards. I will also occasionally like build a team and then like make my own thing out of it because I just like the game that much. I like a 2-player. Even my boyfriend likes it because he also likes baseball. So, it's a great game. It really is. Football Highlights is good. It's just not as good as this. Right. I really like Baseball Highlights.
I have alluded a number of times to a game, the game that we need to play first when we get together for Semper Ludimus Con, right here.
Baseball Highlights?
I have not played this.
Oh, yes. I have all the starting teams. You can be anybody you want.
I want to play this. I really do. It sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like the game that I need to play, because not that I'm necessarily a baseball guy, especially modern baseball. Get off my lawn. I want base running and I want other stuff. Anyway, because I used to love baseball. But yeah, no, it sounds like the perfect game for me. I really want to play it. Yeah,
you'll like it. I have complete faith.
So Spirit Island was my game where you disappointed me and put it a little bit lower than I wanted you to. This is the game where I'll disappoint you. Mage Knight. So Mage Knight is.
We already know that I have better taste, so
yeah. Mage Knight, the solo delight, right? I mean, it was the number one game on the one player go for many years. Dethroned by Spirit Island. Mage Knight is. You know what? I'm not gonna say. It's weird because I know it's gonna be hard for you. So I don't know how much to say. You know what? I'll give the basics. So then you are a character and you are just roaming the land, right? And you start on one hex and you slowly evolve the land, right? And it's actually kind of out in a cone, so to speak. So that's kind of not the draw though. Like the draw is not the exploration. The draw is your construction of your character, because you're going to get minions and you're going to get improved cards, and the cards are all multi-use. So like you can either use the card to whatever it says to move or attack, or you can use it kind of face down for like to fill in and buff the other thing that you're going to do. So there's the multi-use aspect, and a little bit of deck building ish aspect, because you're going to get improved cards in your hand. And it is the good part is the puzzle to payoff ratio. You're gonna come to situations, whether it's conquering the city, which is the usual base thing, or like just accomplish it. You want to like, you're not where you want to be, and you need to like move a whole bunch and like conquer a thing before you get to the next round. The puzzle, the 30 minutes that I've spent, 30 minutes, it's a lot of time. But then it's rewarded, the payoff. After, because you'll figure it out. It's like, oh, I can do this, and then if I untap this, and if I use this to untap this, and if I use this again, I've had times where it's like I've used the same power 3 times because like use it, untap it, use it, and like figuring all that out is majestic. This is my 9.5 territory, by the way. Sleeping God was also 9.5. Everything else was a 9 before it. So then the only reason it's not a 10, and it should be kind of should be, is that for me the world is a little bit too inert. The scenarios are there's not even too many scenarios to it. You have like an expansion as like the Volcaire, which is like a moving bad guy.
Yep.
But it's basically a moving city. It's like doesn't really do much for me. I just don't find the story of the game that enrapturing interesting. I don't find the world that interesting, but that's not why a lot of people play it. That's not why you play it. So
no. It's like a fantasy Euro,
Fantasy Euro, yeah. Fantasy Euro. Having said that, 9.5, ranked number 5. Mage Knight, up to have the Ultimate Edition. Awesome.
It is so good.
So we'll get to you. Let's get to number 4.
Yeah, so my number 4 is my other deck builder that I love. This one's Aeon's End. So I really like Aeon's End. It's a cooperative deck builder. The idea is that you're all fighting against a big boss. So it's got kind of that same feel that you're working together as Sentinels and Multiverse, except that you're building your deck instead of playing pre-made. There's so much variety at this point among the different mages that you can play, and you can have a bunch of different bosses that have really interesting challenges. There's a legacy version, which I actually did not like as much.
Interesting.
I prefer to just throw in, like, I like to, I don't, for me it was, I like to pick my mages, my breach mages, pick my my boss, and just go to town. Mm-hmm. So, but this is a really good game for groups. It's a good game for just you. I really love the variety of it. There's almost too much variety at this point. There's just so many options and so many boxes. But it is just really, really good. And it's got the really interesting innovation in deck building of you don't shuffle your deck. So you have to think about where you discard things and in what order you discard them in order to make the most out of the combos that you can purchase. And I really like thinking about like what's rolling around. Is my deck tight? Are things that come around the way I want them to? So I love that.
It's in my kind of 60s around there. Still a great game. I didn't like Legacy for the story, and I didn't like Legacy because you start like weenie. And because they kind of start you at a weenie point, and then you have to it takes you a while to get to feeling like real Aeon's End. What I did like, and they put this in the New Age expansion. I think New Age expansion is the one you want to start with. they give you that expedition mode where it's like you got to play a couple of games in a row. And the reason that's good is because you can kind of mold your character to the tableau that is the market. And so you can really get powerful and pull off really amazing stuff because, you know, now you've gotten to know your character and your character has unlocked certain things. And you can really set that and like evolve that over a couple of games and feel a real payoff. So that I think that's kind of my optimal way to play Aeon Zen.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not in it for the story. Let's put it that way. But I am.
Neither is the designer. The designer could not care less. That's the hilarious thing. That's all. It's all publisher end. You know, they put in this, they layer the story on top of like the mechanical experience. Like the designer's like, I just want to play a cool deck building game and like, you know, blast things.
Yep, that's where I'm at. we're in agreement. But it is so fun to blast things with this deck builder. So that's why it's my number 4.
Right, number 4, Aeon Zen. My number 4 has been sitting and haunting you from the side. It is Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror. It is the follow-up, the spiritual successor to Arkham Horror. So they kind of split that off, right? So big adventure game. What I like about Eldritch Horror is that it doesn't feel like Arkham. I'm not an Arkham guy, not a Cthulhu guy. It's whatever. And especially the Fantasy version, I feel like it's very just kind of cartoony, and you know they've turned it into something that's different than the original source material. However, Eldritch Horror, I don't come there for that. I feel like Eldritch Horror is much more like Indiana Jones, where it's just world-spanning adventure. You're going into tombs and ruins and different cities and escaping, this person, that person. It is Indiana Jones, the board game to me, and I love Indiana Jones. And so like you see, I have 2 boxes over here. I have every expansion for it. I have the small expansions that add cards and add just variety to your experience. I have the big expansions for like bigger adventures. They have sideboards, Egypt and Antarctica and these different places. And just, I mean, I try to play like at least once a year, just kind of like get back in this world and have like a big romping adventure. It's lucky, lots of dice. I think it is frustrating to play a very long game like that and lose to luck. That is a definite thing. It's such an immersive adventure that I don't really care. And I think that the game does give you enough in that old school way of just like, pile on the dice and do the best you can. And, I'm not going to be saying that, I'm not above, like I play it solo. And if a roll doesn't quite go my way, no one's watching. I didn't see it. I don't do that too often. But if I'm really into this story and I really want to like kind of follow through the end, it's like, undo.
Fair enough. So
not too often, people. Not too often.
I think I'd like this one better with other people actually, because there's something about it like, it's not gamey enough for me to feel enough control where I enjoy watching a story that's that big unfold all by myself. So I think what I would really like to enhance my personal experience of that game is to play with someone else. So you can be like, did you see what just happened? Like I need that for this to work for me.
You have, if you want that, you have to play with me. Although what I will say is what you get out of Nemo's War, I get out of Eldritch Horror.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So it's just different ways of delivering, but that's the same core experience that we're looking for.
Yeah.
So Eldritch Horror, my number 4.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Number 3. This was a tough, deciding your
tough. The summit of the mountain to finally get into that top is really tough.
No, it's just like sort of a new entry, but I just think it's so brilliant. Gave it a 10 out of 10 this year, and it's Too Many Bones. That is such a good game. It's from Chip Theory. I actually don't really recommend it just solo. I think you need to play 2 characters, yes. But I mean, I think other people have different preferences, but Too Many Bones is a dice builder RPG. It's exactly what they tell you it is. You go on an adventure with these creatures called Gearlocks who have skill trees that you can build up, and you can add dice that you could roll during battle. And they get really cool powers and really cool items. There's a lot of neat stuff that you can do. The enemies move in really interesting ways. You do like a lot of tactical fighting on this little battle mat when it's time to fight. There is just so much variety in what can happen to you, how you can develop your characters, character combos that you can play, decisions you can make. You can play a different big boss every time. It's just wild, like how much depth there is to this game. It does come at a bit of a cost. Like some of the Gearlocks are difficult to learn how to play. Like Stanza still throws me, honestly, sometimes. Like I do not play her optimally, but
right.
you know, for me, a game that I can come back to and still have to learn so much, even though I know the basic mechanics of how to play, I really, really love it. I think it is just so ambitious design-wise too. Like one of the things I love about Chip Theory in particular as a publisher is that they take advantage of the fact that they're a boutique publisher to do what they want, and they do whatever they want, and they take risks. And I think that Too Many Bones is a situation where it really pays off. It is so deep. It is so interesting, and no normal publisher would ever have published such a game. And I'm wild about it. If you want to go drop your entire tax refund on something, then I mean, Too Many Bones is very expensive, but it's, I mean, to me, it's been worth it. I've been getting the hours out. So
I played it because they sent me a copy like way like a dig and dent type copy way early. And it was good. I mean, I think it wasn't what it is right yet.
Yeah.
Right. And it needs a little bit more of the Galax, needs a little bit more of the rules clean up. I had a real tough time with the initial set of the rules. And this was when it was just Josh and Adam Carlson, which we have an interview. I have an interview on Shelf Stories to tell the whole story about the origin of Chip Theory games. Please go tune into Shelf Stories. Shelf Stories. So then, you know, they've acquired more staff, you know, get those rules cleaned up, you know, a new presentation, and, you know, more Gearlocks and more just, you know, different things to do and revamp some of the event cards. And I just think I need to play this kind of upgraded version. And I will at some point.
It is seriously grown as a system. It's really, really something to behold. And, you know, I think that without that kind of creativity, our entire hobby would be missing something.
Yeah. Thank you to Cephalofair. Thank you to Chip Theory. Thank you for these companies that are pushing boundaries.
Yes.
Okay. My number 3 was your number 6, Spirit Island.
Very good.
Yeah. So Spirit Island. Oh, please. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. It's upstairs. I'm playing the expansion, Jagged Earth, right now.
Nice.
Reviews coming in August for all 3. So we'll figure it out. So then, yeah, Spirit Island. Same thing I said about Mage Knight. The puzzle to payoff ratio. Like you are puzzling through your hand. And you know, you have your small hand of cards, you begin with 4, and then you slowly acquire cards. There's decisions. Every single thing is a decision, and for good or ill, right? Some people just don't want that much decision space. Some things need to be easy, but this one just feels like, you know, every single one is like, even like acquiring a card, like I got to get rid of a card if it's a major power card. I don't want I had a plan. I don't want to get rid of a card. So then, you know, and so your hand slowly grows, and you're coordinating your cards and your player board, and your player board has innate powers too. So you got to, like, you know, play symbols to light up your innate power. And then the board, like, you can't just cast your cards anywhere. You have to have quote unquote presence on the board. So most of your cards key off of where your presence is. So like you have the perfect plan, but it's like, oh wait, I don't have presence there. And it kind of like rejigger. You have to rejigger your whole thing. And, you know, so it's like, it's a low player count game. It does work at a higher player count as a cooperative game. If everybody knows, they have to know. You have to know what you're doing. You know, I think it's a game that where everybody needs to be at the same skill level. So like you can have a bunch of beginners, and you can have a bunch of advanced players. Getting that mix is going to be difficult unless the advanced player is patient.
Yeah,
right? Just know that going in, or they're teaching, or they're bringing people in.
Yeah.
So it just, and so like the puzzle payoff ratio of the actual thing, that's great. The theme, anti-colonization. People know my story. I'm just gonna say I'm not with colonization games at all. The way they're done, like I think you could do it well, but the way that current Eurogame design does it, I just don't approve of a lot of the different colonization games. Controversial, but I have solutions. Go check my channel to see how I address this, and this is one of the solutions. You know, one of the solutions is to tell things from the opposite perspective, and you know they so they made it spirits. It isn't necessarily like kind of oppressed peoples. Like there are Daehan, but the Daehan are they're very incidental. Like they're not the main show. They're not the antagonist. The spirits are. But I love the flip in perspective. I love there's so much, right? And the expansions are not necessary. Branch and Claw is kind of necessary because you get the event cards and it mixes up your play. You know, if you play more than like 4 times, I think you're gonna want the event cards kind of mix things up. The new expansion, not quite necessary, but I think it adds a lot. I mean, if you play more, there's more for you. But the base game is enough. and just Spirit Island, number one game of all time. I'll take it. It's not my number one game, but I understand exactly why people have voted it number one twice in a row solo game of all time. So.
Nice. Yeah, I really do like Spirit Island. It's a really fantastic. I think my one complaint would be that it does bother me a little bit that the Dahan don't seem to have a lot of agency in their own land. But other than, I mean, that's not going to stop me from having a darn good time.
This game doesn't need more decisions. This game does not need
more
things with
not.
more agency.
It does not. Maxed out.
Maxed out, absolutely. All right, so
for me, the big drama was my number 2 going to stay my number 2? And it is. My number 2 is...
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Hoplomachus.
It is. So yes! I absolutely adore Hoplomachus. I've got everything.
2 straight chip theory games.
Love it. I mean, well, yeah, so my big drama this year was I played Too Many Bones, and I was like, I really like this. Do I like it better than Hoplo? What if I like it better than Hoplo? What does this mean for my soul? No, not really. But, so I actually think I do like it a little bit better than old Hoplo, but I've played Victorum. Oh my God. So I almost never take Kickstarter previews anymore. I don't know. They're just not my thing. But I begged to do it for Hoplo because I just wanted to play Victorum that bad, and I did not think I could survive not knowing. And I'm so glad I did because it's amazing. It takes everything. So basically, Hoplo as a system, I really just adore. It's got great AI. I really like all the different, factions, and I love all the tactical aspects that go into fighting, including the challenges, something like Origins. And now in its new incarnation, I think it's going to be even tighter and better. It's going to be combining all the things I like into a system where it all works even better together than it did before. And yeah, I love that game. I love it in all of its shapes and forms. But it continues to improve. And that just, that warms my heart.
Never played it.
Missing out. So good.
I know.
We can have if you want to play the old one, waiting for the new one, we can have like a Rome versus Carthage showdown or something.
I will wait for the new one. Don't need to go back. All right. So should I talk about my number 2 now, or should I talk about my number 1, which everybody knows now? And then save the number 2 for like the surprise at the end.
Ooh. Well, everybody knows my number 1 as well. So
okay.
There's no surprises.
There's no surprises.
But,
all right.
Okay, you're number 2.
My number
are you going to
2...
give any clues? I'm trying to see if I should guess.
I will allow you to give me a clue. In fact, that's the only thing I'm going to allow you to do in this game.
No. Oh, you're allowing me to give you a clue.
We will give each other clues. So I'm giving you the clue that you have to give me a clue. Giving a clue is
well, we were talking before, and you said that you weren't sure that people wouldn't be mad at you because it might not even count as a game. And that tells me that it's the mind.
Okay, it's not quite. I think it's it's a device. I meant that it's a divisive game. It's a game that makes people really mad, but it's a real game. One of the core actions is give a clue.
The crew.
Pretty close. We're in the realm. The mind, the crew. Yeah. Cooperative card game.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hanabi.
Oh, I never played Hanabi.
What?
I know. I never played it.
Oh my God. Okay. Top of the list. We are playing Hanabi. You're going to show me baseball highlights. I'm going to show you Hanabi. Hanabi is amazing. I only have 2 games rated 10 out of 10. This is the first one. Hanabi is a 10 out of 10 game for me. I have played over 6,000 games in my life at this point.
Are you serious?
Board Game Arena, baby. Board Game Arena. I log on, and it's the one for the long time. It was the only cooperative game on Board Game Arena. So then it takes 7 minutes to play, 7 to 10 minutes, and between sessions, I want to do something. I log on and play, and it's just
all right,
I've been doing it for
6,000.
I've been doing it for 5 years.
Okay, well, let's say they're all 7 minutes. That's 42,000 minutes of your life.
Yes.
Let's divide that by 6. That's 700 hours. 700 plus hours of Hanabi.
I approve. It's like a week. It's like a week of just wake up and go to bed.
I think it's more than a week, my man.
I mean, okay, so Hanabi, people don't know, which you don't know.
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks. You've spent a month of your life playing Hanabi or more.
So Hanabi, it's a very simple card game. You hold your cards out, kind of Indian poker style. And so you don't see your cards. You see everybody else's cards, but not your own. And you give a clue, which is the whole thing. The clues you give are like, you can give the color or the number as a clue. And you're trying to get the player to play into a central tableau. You have to play in sequential order. So like you play one through 5 in different colors. So then, and the card play happens one at a time. And if you mess up, you get a bomb, you get 3 bombs, you're done. So, you get a clue and it's like, okay, this card is a 3. And then you got to figure out what in the hell is he talking about? What does he want? Does he want me to play that? Or does he want me to save it? Or is he just telling me just because he has no idea? And so you got to figure out, why am I giving you this clue? Like, why am I giving you the clue? And so, you get, that's the entry level game. So like the entry level game, it's fun because, you got to figure each other out. And which is the draw of like the games like the Mine and the Crew. You have to kind of figure out how your opponent plays. You get to an advanced mode, and then there's like conventions that settle in where it's like, okay, if I give you a number clue where the card is here, that means save it. If I give you a color clue, that means play it. If I give you, if I'm cluing your newest card, that means you probably want to play it. That, there's conventions that kind of settle in, which makes the base game really easy, but you add the expansion, which is the multicolor cards, or you add like the special expansions like black cards and all these different things. Now you need the convention to do anything. Ooh. And I just love. I still lose plenty. I've had plenty of games like even with a convention, like we're just not connecting, and we just bomb out, and that's great. That you want that you don't want to just make things be really easy. And it's just my comfort. I've talked about comfort food games a lot. That's my comfort food game, no question. I'll play it anytime. 10 out of 10.
Awesome.
10
One day I'll try it.
I cannot believe. No wonder you didn't guess. I can't believe you didn't play it.
I mean, when am I going to play 2-player games, man? Like, there's some.
True.
Okay. We can try it on Board Game Arena.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned how to use some board game technology this year out of necessity. So
that is true. I could probably teach you Hanabi on Board Game Arena, and we could have a really great time talking about it.
Awesome. All right, so my number 1 grand mystery. It's Mage Knight. Obviously, it doesn't get any better than Mage Knight. I'm sorry, like those of you who disagree, you are just not getting enough out of this game. No, I love Mage Knight. I wish that there would be more for it because I just never get tired of it. But there's something about the rush of like starting as very powerful, but not as powerful as you're going to be, and then choosing how you want to level up and what kinds of artifacts and spells and different things you want to kind of take in to yourself, how you want to use your cards. Do I want to burn down this monastery, or do I want to just like be nice to them and hire people? There's just so much to do. It's just a really, oh man, I never get tired of it. There's something about the particular satisfaction I get from growing my Mage Knights in this particular game that just nothing beats that feeling. Like, even though it's familiar by now, it has a specific just itch that it scratches, I guess, that nothing else can. And I love it. Actually, though, I'm different from you. So you got the Ultimate Edition. I actually kept my old edition and just got like the card pack because I can fit it all in that one little box. Like, I've got my own little storage solution.
I'm regretting the big edition. It's too big. I had all the stuff for the small pack. I think although I got the big edition as a gift. So thank you.
Yeah, but like
it's still there. I swear, people, it's still there.
Mage Knight is my most like, I've sleeved every card. I got all the little deck boxes to organize things according to my preferences. I have little tackle boxes in there to like put all my tokens where I want them. Like, it is the most optimized game storage that I have because it is the game that I care the most about, if that makes sense. Yeah. It is like, you can tell, like, if you open the box, like, wow, this person really loves this game. Because like the rule books are all beat up and it's just, oh man, if I had more time I would play more Mage Knight. I wish I did because I just really, really, really like it. The only thing wrong with it is it's long.
Yeah. So speaking of what you said, I hadn't really thought about this before, but like you can play this game 25 times and have 25 pretty different character layouts.
Yeah. Even if
like,
you're playing the same Mage Knight, you could.
If you're playing the same Mage Knight, which they lean. So like if you're playing Nora Wash, you get like they have benefits to influence more followers.
Yeah.
If you're playing Goldix, there's a certain layout for them. And then if you're playing Jesus, I'm forgetting the characters already. Arathrea or something.
Arathea, Tovak. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can tune your build to that person, but then even within that, because there's so many cards, and you can play advanced tactics, you can play a spell game. So like you can optimize for spells. You can play a one of the scenarios I like is called Dungeon Lords, where there are no follows at all. Yeah. And you can play just off of powers and artifact stuff. And that's a completely different scenario.
Yeah. And basically it's all about making the right decisions about what cards to pull in, and then making the right decisions about what to do with what's in your hand. And for me though, like I love card games, and I think that interestingly for a game that takes up so much space and is such a table hog, really at its very heart, like Mage Knight is a card game where you are acquiring the right hand, and that never gets old for me. I mean, you might have noticed, like two of my top games are deck builders. Spirit Island in its way has like hand building. Sentinels of the Multiverse is a deck game. Even Stilico's got a lot of card play. Yep. There's a theme for me.
Yeah. That's where we match up. Honestly, that's where we match up. Like in terms of we love solo and we love like clever card play, Paxmere, like all the games. And many of my games also have card play. Ghost Warriors has no card play, but the enemy is cards. So that feels, it's kind of in that in that realm. So lots of cards. My number one game, no secret, Pandemic. Just basic Pandemic. There's Pandemic Legacy, which is amazing, and the different historical pandemics, which are amazing, and dice game and different iterations of it. But just give me Pandemic, right? I can still play a game of Pandemic, just normal, no expansions, basic characters. Like the 10th anniversary was like a big to-do production, but it only had basic stuff. I don't have that because it's too expensive. I don't need it, but my store has it. And so it's like I had new players. Well, I don't know what I want to play. How about some Pandemic? And I played a basic game with some newer players, and I had a blast. I love being in the system. It's so simple, so clean. It gives me the sense of like just a really tight. You pull this lever, and then 5 things just kind of like react to it. So like I go here, and the whole geometry of the board is changing, and it's like, okay, now it's like I'm here for this explosion, and I'm here to trade this card for that card, and I'm here in case I want to fire off this event. This event works differently if I'm here than if I'm here. It doesn't tickle me as much as like a quirky circuit, so like it doesn't kind of give me that like ugu gaga, but like I don't know, like it's almost like, and this is gonna sound really dorky, it's gonna sound so bad, but I don't care. Okay, I'm with you. When Pandemic is a game I contemplate. Mm-hmm. It is not a game there's a lot of games I enjoy. Pandemic is a game I contemplate. Like I like you walk into like one of those old school cathedrals. Like I've been to Vatican City, and I've been to these different areas, like the Church of Notre Dame and all these different places. And you walk in, and it's like there's no words. I'm blown away not just by the aesthetic, but like how it all works together. I get that same feeling from Pandemic. It is the only game that I own that I contemplate. It is so beautiful.
And see, like
I'm about to cry.
Do it. Oh my god! But I will confess that Pandemic is one of those games that I would not miss it if I never saw it again. But it's fine. But I think that's like, I mean, art's like that too, though. You know what I mean? There are things that get you revved up that leave somebody else cold all the time, and there's just no accounting for it. It's just everybody's built just a little bit different.
It's art.
Does it stop you from playing Pandemic though when it's available? No. Happy playing.
Yeah, like when I went to
respect
Vatican,
it very much as a system.
Yeah. When I went to Vatican City, like there were people that were just kind of like eating ham sandwiches and like farting around, like doing nothing, and I'm sitting there having like this experience.
Yeah. On that we overlap.
Right. So yeah, and it was my second game ever. It was my second hobby game ever.
Yeah.
And just I don't know. I love it. Pandemic. I just can't foresee another game. And Sleeping Gods is like, a newer game that kind of gave me like really deep feels. Spirit Island is a game that gives me some really deep feels because of what's happening. Just that extra level of just contemplation of a simple system. and how much can be layered on that system in terms of the theme and different experiences. Right, you know, Fall of Rome was like a quasi war game. Had those things. We reviewed it together. And it just, I don't know. It's just Pandemic. I love it. I can't imagine it'll ever move from my number one. So, yeah, and there we go. That is how we're gonna end. We are gonna end with a tear in Jason's eye. We're gonna end with a monstrous, powerful hand of cards in Liz's hand as she prepares to conquer the universe.
Yes.
And that is how we are going to end our Semper Ludimus top 50-50. That is our entire list. Please, tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us what you think. You're going to tell us anyway about what you think about apps, what you think about cards, what you think about solo, a lot of solo here, what you think about, the interaction of solo multiplayer. Tell us what you think about history, a lot of history represented here. Tell us what you think about war games, which our Liz would love to talk about. Seriously, that is not a represented thing in this section of the hobby, like in terms of the Dice Tower audience. You're bringing new stuff. So please, if you enjoy a war game because Liz mentioned it, please mention it. I'm sure she would get a real kick out of it. So on behalf of me, Jason from Child Stories, and on behalf of Liz Davison, I will encourage everybody to Semper Ludimus, which means
we always play. So ludite omnes.
Later, everybody.